Take a look. It's in a big book.
An impromptu Butterzone intro there. Welcome everybody to, well, Sub Talks, where we, as our wonderful people that we are, have these wonderful people that support us and are subscribers. And we thought, well, why not? Let's have a little open session. If you're a subscriber, the channel is open. Come and join us. Cranky! Look at that!
Hi.
Red alert, thank you for resubscribe. I can thank you personally, Cranky. Look at that. Thank you for resubscribing. You were saving that, weren't you? Hey. It's a bit early, Nifty. Got to do that at the end. Thanks.
Hey, bye. See you, folks.
Ranarian, I see you there in chat. You getting in? Anyway, yes. We thought,
my
well...
personal thanks. Hold on.
Oh, hang on.
Hold on. Crap.
Anyway.
Imagine watching this show with the sound on. What are you doing, Frank?
Yes. Yeah, sorry, my alert was broken, Haven. Yeah, so we thought, well, why not come in? Let's have a little chat with subs and other contributing members and just have a little tutu, talk about Trek, talk about some other stuff, and then we'll play some What the Dub Trek, which is always lots and lots of fun, and I've added some new clips as well. But can I just say to you guys, thank you very much for supporting the channel all these years. Because I know some of you, like Cranky, you've been doing 16 months. You've been a subscriber, and you know, we do this. You know,
latecomer.
Yeah, as everyone knows, like all our sub money goes to the next charity show. So we know we never do this for a profit. But I still say, you know, thank you for being here, and thank you for supporting us. So that's kind of like one of the reasons I wanted to do this, is to kind of get the subs in, get you guys here, just to say thank you very much for the support. It does mean a lot to me, you know, that you guys are here and constantly sort of being a part of our lives and being in chat and doing these kind of things. So raise a glass to you guys. Thank you very much.
And he did not smuggle your money to buy sites in the honor sale.
I did not. There's more to that story anyway. But yeah, so also Frank's here as well. We've got some developments coming up with Frank. Frank's gonna be a big boy soon. We'll tell more later. But yeah, very much run. Well, we don't really have a lot planned tonight, but I just wanted to ask each and every one of you, what brought you to Trek, and what was your first instance of Trek? I'm going to start with top right corner, Nifty Mittens. Nifty Mittens, our favourite.
Wow.
Nifty as God, our favourite deity in the chat here.
Thank you.
What brought you to Trek? What got you into Star Trek itself?
It would be my dad. I was born during the early days of TNG, but so I'm sure I was watching it from, depending on how late it aired, I suppose, from birth. I just don't remember it. But as I got older, I have tons of memories of Sunday afternoon watching, mostly actually TOS, because my dad was first and foremost a TOS fan. So we watched TOS every Sunday. And then as I got older, TNG, and just, I got sucked into it. And now I very much independently enjoy it from him. I probably enjoy it more than he does, but he got me started. So.
How did it develop from there? Did he sort of sit you down and go, "Hey, watch this. This is cool," and you go, "Yeah," or did it take a few years before you kind of went like, "Actually, no, this is great"?
I think it was probably just like, dad's watching TV. You want to hang out with your dad? Oh, cool! Spaceships, lasers. Like, this is fun. And just like, I don't think he ever had to force me. I think I was drawn to it pretty much immediately.
Did you ever have like a favorite? Because I suppose it's TNG. Did you ever have a favorite character in those early days?
I don't think in my early days I would have had a favorite character.
The green ones.
How old were you?
Oh no, I was -1 when TNG first aired. So.
Wow.
Oh.
You're an 88 boy then.
Oh wait, I thought TNG came out in '88. Sorry.
I think it's 87. 87 to start.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, I was born in '89. Sorry, I'm wrong. I know. I'm so old.
All right, Frank, our recent host, but long-time subscriber before you got elevated to the position of Torture and Pain. What was your first Trek memory? Where did you get into it?
The first thing I distinctly have a memory of was seeing Search for Spock in theaters. Because I was dragged to it in '84, stealing all of Nifty's answers by my dad. No idea what was going on, but it seemed cool. But I was like 5, so who knew? And then TNG came on in '87, and in between then, I'd watched TOS. Didn't really love TOS. Like, I thought the Gorn was really cool because a green lizard beating the crap out of a guy. It's like, yeah. But then that didn't last, and it seemed, even to my brain in the '80s, it seemed cheesy because there was other cool stuff. I mean, like, at that point, you're competing with He-Man and G.I. Joe and Transformers, which is like, whoa. And then you've got Shatner. And, so it wasn't until TNG came on, and my down the street friend, who I would go over to his house and play after school, his grandfather lived with him, and his grandfather would tell everybody, shut the hell up, Star Trek's on, and he would tape it on VHS, and he would force us as kids to sit down and watch TNG. So I watched the premiere of TNG, and then subsequent episodes like Code of Honor, which you can watch our review right here. Click down below. And just from there, it just...
Evans, thank you very much. Told you it was the sub show.
It just went from there. And I've been trying to shed it my entire adult life, and I can't get away from it. And now I'm trapped in the matrix of this mobile game that we all love, Star Trek Fleet Command. And
By the way, if someone subscribes while we're on air, you can actually just jump on call with
You
us
actually
on
can.
Discord. And
I see you,
tell us all
Cold.
about your
I
Star
see you,
Trek
Ranarian,
memories.
and I see you, Evans of Wales. You're all there.
Join us.
Cranky, how was your Trek upbringing?
Wow, I kind of grew up with references to Star Trek, seeing as my brother is named Kirk and I'm named Scott. So there was always Trek references. My older brother, he was a big Star Trek fan when we were younger. He liked the original series.
Of course.
I very vaguely remember when TNG started. The episode that I can remember, I think, is episode 3. Is it The Naked Now?
Mm-hmm.
Or episode 4, maybe? The one
It's
with
3,
the
yeah.
polywater.
Yeah.
That's the first one that I remember, the first TV experience of Star Trek. But I do also remember, my dad had never admitted it, but he was a big Star Trek fan. Obviously, the names kind of gives it away. But I remember the Wrath of Khan being on an awful lot when I was younger. So that was a big introduction for Star Trek for me. I also remember I'm going to embarrass myself here. I can't remember which. I'm not so good with the original movies after the Wrath of Khan. It's the one where you've
Sound
got
like
the
my
weird
mum.
purple Klingon blood floating around
The
everywhere.
Undiscovered Country.
6.
Yeah.
I remember that one being on a lot
guys,
as well.
hit your buzzers before you answer, please.
Sorry.
Nerd off.
Yeah, then of course I remember Deep Space Nine coming on TV, and I remember Voyager I got really into. I did fall out with Star Trek for a long time.
Did you have a fight?
I became a rebellious teenager with lots of piercings and tattoos and big green Mohicans. And
I'm
stuff.
watching Star Wars.
piercings?
Get out of the house.
I don't see it. I don't see you doing any of these things. That doesn't seem like you at all.
And then, weirdly, Star Trek Enterprise. This was in 2012, so it was way after it had finished. But Star Trek Enterprise brought me back into it, and since then I've given into it.
You've embraced faith of the heart, and you're there
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
That's what happens.
Yeah.
You got to take the faith.
Archer's faith of the heart.
Walt, did your father get you into Star Trek like everyone else?
Definitely not. No,
Ah.
no. A couple of years older than some of you here. So early 80s, early mid 80s, UK Star Trek didn't have a great sort of reputation. It wasn't very sort of popular in sort of general populace. As a kid, Star Wars was a bigger franchise in my life. But it had probably been those 80s era, those TOS era movies that would have been on TV at Christmas and that kind of stuff. I'd have probably been watching them, and probably I've got memories of Voyage Home. I don't think I saw it at the cinema, which so I could have done, but I don't think I did. So I might have had to wait for it to come on TV. So by the time we got it on TV, it was probably like 89 or something like that. By the time it got through all the stuff here, we still didn't have Next Generation by that point. Because of the stupid rights issues and the way that TV was in this country in that era.
So you didn't get to learn about the Irish reunification of Tony whatever.
It's next year.
24.
It's actually
It can
next
still
year.
happen.
Yeah.
So got St. Patrick's Day 2 days time anyway. So yeah. So but when we did finally get Next Generation, I certainly remember watching that. Would have been as a teenager. And the big thing. Oh yeah, certainly when it was all before it was even on TV, it was it's the British actor playing the Star Trek captain. And it was all the different talk about who was going to play who and who was just going to be, and people like LeVar Burton being like probably one of the bigger names in sort of general media at that point, because of obviously what we'd done with Roots and that kind of stuff. So it was all that sort of. But yeah, absolutely. We used to get BBC Two, 6 o'clock,
Yep.
Next Generation.
I remember that.
Like, okay, I'm watching this, and I remember watching Encounter at Farpoint. And I remember those movies that were still running through that era. And then it just never stopped after that. Really, that was that's just the ball was rolling, and here I am.
And
Still watching that rubbish.
I don't think, Auto, in the 3 years we've been doing this, I don't think I've ever asked you. I may have done, and I've forgotten. But for the benefit of everyone else, how did you get into Trek?
Auto's never seen it.
Such a Cody.
I've heard of it.
I'm just a big
It's a
Native
nice
American
little
fan.
No, I was the chauffeur for Nicholas Myers through much of the 80s, and he told me that they just released a new little film, Wrath of Khan, and we should go see it together. So we held hands, bought 2 adult tickets, and the rest is history. Why did we skip over Idol going clockwise here? I think it's your turn to tell us how you fell in love with Trek.
So I am going to play the dad card as well, because my parents were divorced, and they divorced very young. So once every 2 weeks, I would go up to my father's, and when I was the young age of 3, he got a bunch of videotapes from someone in America who it taped all of the next not all of the Next Generation at that point, because it wasn't out much of it out, but had been taping and sending my dad Next Generation on VHS, and he said, you got to watch this. So we started watching the Next Generation from young lad, and like others said, it was a chance for me and my dad to bond, to see each other, and we bonded through Star Trek and for other things like that. So it's very much the same kind of thing. But I very much remember the end of Best of Both Worlds with Riker saying fire, and then I couldn't watch it again for like 2 years because it didn't, the source in America just vanished. So it was like, oh my god, come on, we need to watch this. But yeah, we'd have a box full of VHS tapes that we'd watch, and it was that was got me into Trek. But I remember arguing with my dad, and we had the who was better, Kirk or Picard argument, and he was always a staunch Picard one. I was like, no, but Kirk is cooler. Look at all the action he does. He fought that Gorn. He's well cool. And me being 8 years old at the time, and he's like, no. You will learn. I'm like, oh yeah, okay, maybe I will. How about
for Mr. Myers' chauffeur?
Yeah.
When you were driving him, did he ride in the front with you, or did he ride in the back and like not acknowledge you at all? Like, were you allowed to make eye contact?
This was before GPS, and we went to some pretty seedy locations. So he sat shotgun and told me where to turn, and I didn't make eye contact, but we grew fast friends.
Professional.
Right.
What happened? What made
And
you
if
lose
your hands
contact?
sometimes touch on the shifter, and
Yeah, slip into fourth gear.
Is that a euphemism?
No, all right, we're gonna keep this family friendly, folks.
Go on. Are we? Okay. Go on, Otto. What's the true birth of?
That was it. I'm trying to do a poll for chat.
Oh, okay.
Don't distract me. No, I mean it's the same as most of y'all with family. Dad grew up on Star Trek, so well, I don't know if he grew up on it, but he grew me up on it. So a lot of original series, a lot of next gen, some of the movies, and yeah, a lot of VHS stuff. Like if it came on UPN reruns or whatever, you'd pop that VHS in quick, and you'd miss like the first 40 seconds of the thing, but then you get the rest of it and you can watch it back some other time.
You wait for the little icon to appear in the top corner so you know when the adverts are ending.
That's right.
Yeah. Do you
Yeah, I
remember
burned a
Black
hole
and
in
white
some of
flashy
those.
bit.
that? Yeah.
Burned a hole in some of those tapes because I rewatched them over and over. And there were a few episodes that I probably watched like 400 times just because that's all I had available on VHS, and then the rest of them only a few dozen times. So I'm not an addict yet.
yeah.
Code of honor being 400.
Subs in chat or anyone in chat, tell us how you got into Star Trek. Evan says, I would always watch the movies, but for some reason didn't really notice the series until late TNG. I think Unification is probably when I started. Perhaps this is why DS9 is my favourite. That kind of makes sense. You kind of get into that late TNG sort of aesthetic. I definitely remember, like you said, about the 6 o'clock on BBC Two Star Trek airing, and there was DS9 I used to watch a lot of, and my sister coming through, changing the channel halfway through, is like, what are you doing? I'm watching that. And she'd be like, no, I want to see what else is on. I'm not going to watch it properly. I'm like, well, why did you do it in the first place? I'm watching this. And yeah, it used to be 6 o'clock, used to be my favourite time, and if dinner was in the way, I'd like, no, I would just keep it cold. I have to watch it. Had none of this Paramount Plus lark.
We are so spoiled.
Aren't we?
Like if you
Generations today will never know what it was like to get that VHS tape and have to make sure the tape was over the hole that you accidentally popped out so you could record. Because you're like,
Pull up in
man,
chat,
good old
folks.
days.
pull up in chat, let us know. We're a little late on this one. How you came to Star Trek?
Rand says, I'm old enough to have seen TMP in the theatres at a young age. God, what an introduction. I've watched some TOS and my parents. Like, that's a long film. That's going to be a good
It's
amuse.
a wonder he still likes Trek.
He still likes it, yeah. Hey,
Swore
come
off
on now.
it since 79.
You know, to be fair, motion picture is probably much better in theaters and or IMAX.
I would love to see it in the theatre.
It was meant to be an experience.
The first
It
time I actually
depends.
enjoyed watching it was
Yes.
in a theater.
Red alarm! Red alarm!
suppose it depends
Red
what your,
alarm!
Right. Sorry, we just had a bot. Thank you.
Well, now hold on. That's a pretty good offer there.
And all the mods are in here.
Wait, hang on a minute. Yeah. Promotion of your channel, viewers and followers. No.
Yeah, but I suppose the motion picture, if you're watching it in '79, it depends what you were expecting. You know, if you'd gone from say Star Wars in '77, or and you were expecting something along them lines, you may have been a bit disappointed. If you maybe missed that one and you'd watched Close Encounters instead, and you're like, okay, you know, I'm up for a little bit more, you know, ethereal kind of stuff, something with a bit more nuance, then you might have been right on board with it. But, or there'd have been a lot of guys from still aching for Trek from the '60s, and would be like, hell yes, we're having some Shatner back on the TV, and
Definitely. And this is
I
pre
think I can
TJ
probably
Hooker.
count on one hand the amount of times I've seen the motion picture.
What? That's a crime.
It's the least. It's probably the least watched Star Trek for me.
But have you watched
Idol
the
can't
director's
do
cut?
that this week.
Actually, when did I last watch it? I watched it 3 weeks ago, so yeah, no. We've got a couple more. Cold
Come on,
says,
kids, watch this. You'll like it this time.
Cold says, me
Dad,
man.
let us go.
It's been 3
Can I
hours.
just do homework?
Cold says,
But look at the Enterprise as they approach it.
Can I read these other
I
subs
want to go
messages?
do the dishes.
Hold on. Here comes the good part. She's going to tell him her oath of celibacy is on file. Here it
Still on
comes.
record. Me mum raised me on TNG, BBC Two at 6 o'clock. Cold says, and Shy says, drawing the Enterprise in science class. Shy, get in here. Come on, where are you?
He's not a sub. He's not
not a
allowed
sub.
in.
It's true. He's not.
He's,
Actually, that's a good
he's
point.
feeling kind of shy.
It's a cheapskate.
fan.
Actually, no. I think even
He's
as
a host,
even
he
as
can get in anyway.
Yeah, he can get in. Actually, can he? I don't actually know if he can.
He's got all that actor money. Come on, splash out, Shy.
Actually, I don't think the hosts can get in here. I think it's just for people that have subscribed. It's true meaning of sub chat. But yeah, no, I think everyone's got into Trek in their own way. It's a great thing. I think a lot of the theme with our generation is we had some very nerdy dads. Like, we have a nerdy family. I think that's the only kind of way you get into it. There are a few people. I think people now are. I love reading things on Twitter about people that have just sort of like, oh, we've watched, Discovery of Strange New Worlds and all this, and they're like, oh, now I'm checking out the old ones, like, and then posting on Twitter saying, wow, like, who watches The Watchers and like the Drumhead? These are awesome episodes. It's really great to see people looking at it and then going over it again. Andy Dog says reruns of TOS on the Beeb as a kid, and TMP was the first film I saw at the cinema without a parent. Ooh.
Well, and generally speaking, generalizing our parents' age, they came into television when television was a newer medium.
Yeah.
They had like Gunsmoke. And now Gunsmoke was cool, but like if you've got the Old West, which they've already lived past, or Adventures in Space, that's what you want to watch.
The Old West in space.
Yes.
Well, yeah, that's essentially what TOS was built to be,
Yeah.
wasn't it? A wagon train through the stars, It's
The Ferengi and their energy lassos they used to corral the opponent.
I forget who was. I think it was the director or one of the Ferengi actors came out and just kind of went like, "I wish we hadn't have done that. I really wish we hadn't done that."
Dude, I absolutely love
Really?
them. Like I've never done any of those auction things like for props or whatever. If they have the Outpost original Ferengi whip, I think I'd have to show.
Oh, the
off
whip was
that.
cool, but I thought the Ferengi were bad. I think that's going to be coming up on Star Trek soon, so we'll be rewatching.
Have you seen the Shuttlepod show with Armin Shimmerman? They ask him about it.
Oh,
He
really?
talks in great length about it, and he is so apologetic for the way
That might be
he
what I'm
made
going
the
for.
Ferengi. Yeah.
Well,
He said he made it his mission then, all through Deep Space Nine, to correct his mistake and bring the Ferengi to being a livable species.
I feel like most actors don't look back too fondly. Maybe part of his cultural shift, but they always feel like they didn't do as good a job as they did. A lot of these guys getting interviewed probably were involved with Trek for like decades. So of course you're going to look back and think, oh, it wasn't as good as how it turned out to be. Well, that's like the nature of things. For podcast listeners, how did you come to Star Trek? 56% say family, 22% say other. They told us in chat, and Idle probably read it off. 11% say us, Timelines Talks, and 11% went to the movies when they were younger.
Could you imagine a world where someone watches this show and goes, "Oh, I better check out this Star Trek. These guys are cool." Do you think that's in some universe that actually happened?
Yes, yes.
Look at this wonderful L-Cars display.
I kind of wonder if, I don't know what it was like in the States, but, when we were getting into Trek, there were TV channels in this country. That's all we had.
We had four
And
channels.
Some of them, yeah, and some of them, I think all of them used to shut down overnight. They literally would get to they'd get to like 11, 12 o'clock at night. They'd play the national anthem,
Literally,
then
yeah.
they'd shut down.
With the flag waving in the
And that would
background.
be it.
BBC Two had the picture, the image of the girl with a load of playing bricks,
Yeah.
like kids'
Yeah, yeah.
bricks, building bricks.
And obviously there was no streaming, there was no pausing live TV, there was nothing else you could do. So you turn the TV on, and at the time of night that when we got like Next Generation, we were talking about 6 p.m. On BBC One, it would be the news, which your dad might be watching, and you wouldn't want to watch that. ITV, I couldn't tell you what was on. It might be some terrible soap or something on ITV, and Channel 4 would have
Home and Away.
the usual mix of God knows what.
Hey, Twitcher J, thank you for
And
gifting Sire Porn a sub, so you can come in. Thank you very much.
Starving actor Shia Porn.
Brilliant.
and so you'd have to watch what was on, which would be Star Trek. So people would I think people would have fallen into it by accident.
Oh,
But now you've got so many channels. Are people falling into it in that way? Or are people? I mean, there's so much media of different types going on that people are getting into these things in different streams. From mobile games and stuff, probably.
So to piggyback on Walt's point, show of hands, how many people actually adjusted their rabbit ears antenna to try to get a Star Trek episode to come in clear?
Absolutely, yeah. I used to have a tiny little black and white mobile television. You can buy them at like a little screen and literally like a radio and antenna, like with a dial. You can get it. And I remember like the telly was occupied downstairs. Like 6 o'clock, I need to watch it. So I'd take that upstairs into my bedroom, plug it in. I'd be like, filtering through the static and like very finely tuning it so we get the best picture. I'm like, well, it doesn't look quite good enough, so you just tweak it a little bit. But yeah, definitely antenna on top.
My grandparents didn't have like non-antenna till well into the 2000s, and so a lot of times I was watching it over there at the farmhouse. Just like we had the dial on top of the TV that you could move it yourself, but sometimes Grandpa had to go up on the roof in bad weather and shake things.
It took Nifty to season 4 to realize Deanna Troi was a woman because the signal was that bad.
Well, plus in Canada, we didn't get Star Trek until the late 90s because there's a delay in the media. So
now, I'm fascinated by this because in the States, we had the same thing a million years ago, back when stations actually went off the air, where, you know, midnight would hit and they would play the national anthem, which we would stand up and, you know, pledge our allegiance to.
USA.
Flag billowing in the air. And
Shoot guns in the air.
And then test pattern. So did you guys have like God Save the Queen and Elizabeth just waving?
Kind of, pretty much, yeah. It was the flag, but yeah, it was bizarre.
There were times they would shut down during the day. There'd be nothing on. They would shut the TV. They would broadcast nothing.
It was yeah. Well, it's pretty normal back then.
I remember going off air quite a lot.
Yeah.
So Trekkie for Life.
Sorry, I was going to say, speaking of going off air, I actually have to go to a meeting because I'm at the office right now. But goodbye, everybody.
Thank you very much for joining us, Nifty. Thank you.
Ciao, Nifty.
We'll see you soon.
So Trekkie for Life in chat says, I just found out, fun fact, March 22nd, a.k.a. next Wednesday's Timelines Talks, is International Talk Like William Shatner Day.
Oh.
So I apologize in advance. We're probably going to abuse that throughout the stream.
Mm-hmm.
Which are you
don't
and I
apologize
both
for
gonna
that.
be?
Why would you apologize for that?
Are you and I going to both sit here with a cigarette and just do Rocket Man off?
There's a trigger for that.
Maybe.
Can I trigger from here? How does this work? Hang on. How does the system work?
Not in the sub triggers.
And I'm gonna be high.
Hi. Yeah, I remember the command.
Is that in the sub triggers?
That is. You're out of date, Cranky. You've been playing too much Sea of Thieves.
Fan.
There's loads of
16
triggers.
months in a row, and he doesn't even have all the triggers memorized. What are you doing?
It's like mariachi.
I've just got mariachi. And
He's an idiot, and that's it. That's all he's got. Which, by the way, if you're a subscriber, please abuse those triggers. Do it. Auto doesn't mind at all. I think it's definitely some episodes where you visibly got more angry because people kept triggering things, and you were just like, I need to
Hey,
talk.
man, it's money in my beer fund. I would never complain about subs. I mean, charity.
Okay, how about this one for you guys? How about broaching the fact that you're really into Star Trek to family members, loved ones, or potential partners? Because I believe, for myself, I think it was about 2 or 3 years into my relationship with my fiance, or my girlfriend at the time, now wife, before I kind of went like, yeah, by the way, I'm a massive Star Trek fan. I'm going to be watching this new series of stuff. Like it took me a while to kind of broach the fact that I'm a massive nerd, and she's kind of rolled with the punches on that.
Yeah, you could say that. She shows up drunk on your own stream and commandeers it.
Yeah, that was a fun
She needs to do that again. That was funny. Go on, Cranky, since he started us last time. Oh, no, Nifty started. No, go on, Cranky, anyway.
Oh, Nifty's dead, so.
Yeah.
He ascended.
How did you...
What am I doing?
How did you broach to family members or potential...
I just tune out Idle 2 when he starts rambling.
Potential loved ones, like family or a girlfriend or someone like that, that you are actually a massive... Or boyfriend, yeah, I'm all-inclusive here. That you're a massive Star Trek fan.
When you're at the bar and you're trying to pick somebody up, do you pull out
No.
timelines and you're like,
I don't go
hey,
to bars.
Do you want to see my VIP score?
He goes to a pub.
Interacting with people.
Okay, maybe that's the wrong person here.
I just tell people.
Was that the icebreaker? So, where are you from? What do you do? I'm massively into Star Trek.
They come round. They see your collection of figures, and they walk
I was say the
straight.
thing is, there's no point lying because as soon as they walk through the door, they see all this.
Well, that's true. Yeah. How about you, Walt?
There's no point lying.
Walt, your wife, did she know from the beginning, or was this something that you had to broach gently?
I've been with my wife now for over 20 years, and
Congratulations.
actually, thank you. She's gone upstairs to cry. At the time that we met, I was definitely still a nerd and a geek, but Star Trek not so much. Star Trek wasn't as big in my life at that time. So that were in the sort of early 2000s. It was in that sort of time when sort of Star Trek was drifting off. The movies were coming to an end, and the series were coming to an end, and all that kind of stuff. So Star Trek wasn't a big thing in my life, but she definitely knew I was a nerd. I used to go and see her at university, and it was a regular thing. We're off to the the big comic shop they used to have in Liverpool. We used to go down there, and I used to go down there and basically spend a fortune on graphic novels. So she's known for a long time that I'm a big fat nerd.
Fantastic.
She's laughing away now. And now Star Trek coming into it is just added to the list of things I'm into. So she's like that, and I think all my wider friends and family, again, they just know I'm a nerd and a geek, and so they just assume I'm into everything. I got to get bought stuff. Oh, you like that thing, so you must like this other thing, and it's like, well, it doesn't always work like that.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, there was like, have you seen like Babylon 5? And they list all these other shows. I'm like screwing my face up. I'm like, it's Star Trek or nothing. Get out of here.
What's wrong with Babylon 5?
Babylon 5's great.
I wouldn't know. I've never watched it.
Oh, right, there we go.
I recently watched Babylon 5 and realised how good the story is to watch. It visually, it's kind of
it's so
cringeworthy
dated, yeah.
sometimes.
But you've definitely got the same kind of
story's
Quark and
fantastic.
Odo interaction with Londo and Admiral Jakar, or Jakar, the ambassador.
Yeah.
Like that's really cool. But anyway, before this turns into Babylon 5 talks,
Jakar.
Otto or Frank, like a loved one, a family member, someone approaches you and says like, "So what are you into? Like, what do you do? What's your thing?" I think ask Cranky. Oh, go on.
So, I mean, if I can't just open up timelines and be like, ooh, look at my account.
I have 18 Satos. Look at this.
Check out how much dill I have.
I have 400 right now.
Frank, you're a massive dill hole. I've always wanted to say that.
Thank you. Yes, I wanted to make sure that everybody at DBTPWRG had a coffee maker in the office. And well, I'd like my money back. So when I was very young, and by very young I mean decades ago, when I was 16 and I got my first job and my first car, which was a lovely car that never ran, I got a custom license plate for $100 from the Department of Motor Vehicles, and it was 1701 because that was cool. And it was available, shockingly. 1701A was not, but 1701 was. So I got that, and that was my license plate. And a lot of people would ask, 1701, and I'm like, it's the Enterprise.
Well, I'm glad you asked.
And then
Sit down a
eventually
while,
it
and we're
was-
going to go through this.
That is literal street cred, by the way.
I would tell people then it's my phone number or it's my birthday or something, because I got tired of saying it's the Enterprise, and they go, the car rental company. The what? So
17th
Yeah,
of
and
17th
then
of January?
beyond-
Was that your birthday? Or what?
beyond that, if you just like walked in the house, like back when there were DVDs, everybody would have like a shelf of 500 DVDs, of, like, behold my DVD collection. And you had all the one season of something that was that thick, like 40 discs. So the Star Trek took up several shelves. In fact, one I don't remember this. One drunken New Year in college, I had people over to the house, and I put on bad Star Trek episodes. I'm like, we're gonna watch crappy Star Trek.
Yes.
And I woke up alone. And I guess they enjoyed it. I don't know.
He enjoyed it so much they went to puff of it.
Yeah, they thought, I've got to go and buy this right now.
Exactly. They ran to Walmart, which was open.
They
I'm sure.
transcended. They tended to balls of energy and then transcended.
They ate all my food though.
Speaking of, there was a phase for like a lot of TV shows and Star Trek especially where they would release like VHS or DVDs of like 3 or 4 episodes, wouldn't they? And you'd have to collect like individual like those. Well, not that this is before like seasons was a bigger concept. So you'd buy like Best of Both Worlds through to Family, and then like another set afterwards, and you'd end up having a shelf full of.
They also did like themed packs, so you'd get
Yes.
the Borg
and the
pack
Q.
and the Ferengi pack. Yeah.
So Shy in chat.
Hi.
Oh, we'll get to him. Don't worry. He's chomping at the bit. Shy in chat says, "Just tell your date you love Trek, as the fandom is pretty equal demographically, with a slight majority identifying female." That's interesting. I did some research for the Discovery is Dead TM video we did last week. And actually, the Berman era stuff was 50-50-ish in terms of viewing, but the new Trek stuff is significantly higher for women watching it. So for all you single guys out there looking to date, bringing up Star Trek as one of your loves is significant, is statistically more likely to get you a date than it was about 20 years ago. So
And this is true, and I can back this up because another true story involving alcohol for some reason. I don't know why all my stories do this. When I was about 21 or 22, I was in a bar, and it was, I'm not going to name the bar, but it was star-studded honky-tonk. So it was like a cowboy western dancing bar. As you would
Rhinestone Cowboy.
Yes, and there was a female there that I, in my drunken haze, I fairly don't remember, but it was in the summertime, so you wear lower cut tops and whatnot, but very boldly on her shoulder, on her back, she had a Klingon emblem tattoo that you could see across the room, and that was like. Hello, I'm going to divorce you in 5 years. This is great. And didn't need liquid courage, made a beeline straight up to her, and I knew.
Did she see the fire in your eyes?
I caught her off guard because I just
He
walked
put
up
his
and I'm
visor
like,
up.
tapping her on the shoulder. I'm like, hey, trying to spin her around. I just go, kapla! She didn't know what I was talking about. She had gotten the tattoo because she thought it looked cool in the tattoo shop.
Oh, that's the worst. Oh no.
Yeah. Step away.
Did you not walk
This
up to her,
sounds like-
Milota?
This sounds like the last 5 minutes of a Twilight Zone episode. She says that, and you're like,
Yes. What would you
You
do?
just say she started the Klingon mating ritual by throwing you across the bar.
Well, see, I thought about hitting her in the face, jokingly, because that's how you start it. I'm like, well, this is obviously a sign, and yeah.
Cool. Can you imagine? I think the reason I asked the question was like, my youth from like a sort of fairly low population coastal town where you were either cool or nothing. Like it was just kind of like you go out and like it's like, yeah, I'm drinking and we're lads, but bands, all this kind of stuff. It's like I like football and Formula One, all this. And I like Star Trek. Okay, no, we're not there yet. Okay, fine, we'll carry on. So it's always quite embarrassing to like talk about your hobbies. Now like a lot of these people that I grew up with are now watching on TV and they're like yeah, I love The Last of Us. I love Star Wars and all this. And I'm like, and Star Trek? No, never watched it. I'm like, for fuck's sake. I have to go online to find friends.
if you were single idol, I would ask you if you've ever sent some of your YouTube footage to potential dates.
The beauty of being married for nearly 15 years is I don't have to.
Hey, baby,
But
check out my
how
professional.
does Mrs. Idol feel about the third person in your marriage?
The funny thing
I
is,
thought you were going to say me.
the funny thing is, I have a friend at work I've also known for about the same, actually longer than I've known her, and he's affectionately known as the work wife. So it's like in this case of like, so I spend more because I work with him. I spend more time with him than I do Louisa. So it's occasionally, that has happened. But yeah,
Nervous laughter.
Yeah. If you're not locking eyes, it's not. Anyway, what other questions can I ask about Star Trek?
Well, I didn't answer mine. I actually,
go on.
we met we met online and then dated long distance. So we watched between TNG and Voyager probably 8 or 9 seasons combined. So she stuck with me pretty well through a lot of Star Trek, and so we ended up falling off the way. She watched, I think, all the Lower Decks with me too. So that's what more can you ask in a wife than watching Star Trek with you?
I did. Louisa did approach me the other day, and we were talking about things we want to watch. She goes, "Well, maybe I would try a Star Trek episode." And I'm like, and my brain starts racing. Go, right, what kind of stuff can she watch? What kind of stuff is? What would you go for? She likes psychoanalyst stuff, so I'm thinking maybe Frame of Mind. I'm thinking she likes kind of Frame of Mind's a great episode. I love that one. I'm thinking, well, maybe nothing too political. But then we were watching one. I was watching one on telly the other day, and she walked in the room, and it was a scene with Garak and Odo. It was actually this is a Dies Cast, and she sort of looked at it and just went, and walked out. So I'm like, I've got to pick this one. Can't have too many prosthetic foreheads. So it's like, well, what can you do? I think it is a hard one to approach for us.
So that's a great question. What is like the perfect Star Trek episode to start someone with?
Ooh.
No, they're new to Trek.
It depends on the person.
It does.
I managed to get one of my best friends into Star Trek through Enterprise, but it was mainly because I showed him T'Pol. Yeah.
They're all like this. They're all in decon chambers every episode.
Mm-hmm. I got him to watch all the way through the Next Generation and Deep Space Nine and everything.
Wow.
For the longest time, I would have said like mid-season TNG. Inner Light not only is a great episode, but there's like minimal sci-fi stuff. It's just a character story. So if you like those kind of things.
Yeah, no, that's a good choice.
It's a bit slow, isn't it?
It does depend on the person, yeah.
It's a bit
Comfortable.
Some people can't.
My shoulder.
Some people like, they want something a bit more pacey, maybe.
Actually, I think The Voyage Home's a good show. The Voyage Home's fairly. It's comedy. It's set in contemporary at the time, sort of like location. People can understand the 80s, and it's funny. And there's, I think that'd be a good
bit
one.
Tricky, a bit pseudoscience-y, got some usual sort of stuff in there.
The funny thing is, my wife says, "Oh, I don't like science fiction," but then she loves Blade Runner, and I'm like, "Well, that's kind of science fiction."
That's non-fiction.
A documentary.
Yeah, exactly. I think the beauty of it is like
which dystopian movie should we watch today?
Exactly, kind of, literally, yeah. We've kind of done through a lot of the dystopia stuff. But, Name says, I don't see any of today's Marvel generation getting into it, any or Trek. I kind of, like I said earlier, like I can see a lot of people doing it. It can be overwhelming. Someone says like, oh yeah, there's like 900 episodes. And, someone can't, and that's kind of what my wife said to me. So it's like, there's just so much of it. Where do you start? And I'm like, I kind of see that. Like, what do you do? Do you kind of get into these 3 series that are kind of almost alike? Or do you do one of the serialized series and the new stuff? Like, how do you start with the series?
I think what you probably said was probably, for me, it'd be the one. It'd be a movie, because you've got an hour and a half. Got nearly all of them have got some decent action in. So you've got that a bit in there. You've got a bit of the pacing and that, and there'll be enough to keep people going to knowing that there's going to be some good. Talk about the Marvel generation. They need that bit of action in there. They need a bit of something. To sort of a bit of excitement.
First Contact, I think, is probably a good one.
First Contact's a good one. Yeah. I think First Contact relies on a lot of pre-existing knowledge, though. Like, there's a few jokes in there you'd have to kind of... That's kind of why sort of the Voyage Home, you can kind of get the cast of characters and you see, like, oh, everyone knows Kirk and Spock. That's kind of transcended generations. People know who Spock is. Like, he's the pointy-eared Vulcan guy who's emotionless. Like, that's all you kind of need to know. And Kirk is Kirk. Everyone knows William Shatner.
Yeah. I don't think you really need to see Space Seed before you watch Wrath of Khan either, though, do you?
No.
No, in fact, our very own Stars and Garters had not seen it, even though he loves Wrath of Khan. He and I went back to watch it, and a couple light bulbs turned on for him, because he's like, oh, okay, that's interesting.
Space Seed's great.
But yeah, I agree with First Contact. If you don't know Picard loves Dixon Hill, the entire movie is meaningless. So you really need that key point
Or the fact he's well read. Like, if he's no, I think more the point. Like, if he's well read, like, you know, Picard loves his classic Shakespeare. He likes his, you know, Jules Verne, and that's why he goes for the Moby Dick quotes, and you know, that kind of. People that know that, but Picard in Generations is probably easier to portray as the character he is rather than the First Contact Picard, because they're kind of a little bit two different characters.
As someone who watched the 09 movie like 9 times in theaters, I just kept going because I'm like, Star Trek is back. I was so happy, and it's a decent film on its own. The number of people, because I followed it like religiously online, checked out all the forums and stuff, see what people were saying. And the number of people who were like, who asked that question, how do I get into Trek? And it was, everyone's like, yeah, like 50% of people say start at the beginning, and then some people say, oh, go watch DS9, that's like the best series. And some people say start with TNG, that's the, you know, that, then you skip all the campy TOS stuff. And there was no good unified answer, but I think, yeah, I'm with Namer. Nowadays, you're probably safer sending them to New Trek, maybe Discovery, maybe Lower Decks if you know they like animation, because it is a pretty big gulf. Like, what is it now, 60 years?
Lower Decks is similar in that it relies on a lot of pre-existing knowledge.
Like,
but it is.
Me and my wife have watched like loads of like Simpsons and Family Guy and animated stuff, and the reason I've not, and I know if she got the references, she would love Lower Decks because that's the kind of style of humour she likes, but she wouldn't get the references because she's not got this backlog of Star Trek knowledge. Like, Lower Decks is just kind of its own worst enemy in that it's brilliant, but it's brilliant for Trekkies.
Yeah. Divorce her, hit the gym, lawyer up.
Ranarian, I was actually going to come on to that point. I think Strange New Worlds is a good introduction. I actually kind of agree with that. Yeah, that's. You don't need to know much about Pike and his history. I mean, although the first episode sort of like alludes to Discovery Season 2, I think like Strange New Worlds can kind of stand alone. Kind of like, this is the essence of Star Trek. If you like this, go watch TOS. That's probably a good show.
Yeah, and I think as much as I like Discovery, one of the things that could be put in for some people would be the fact that it is very much that story arc. There's very few sort of standalone episodes.
Yeah, it is serialized,
self-contained, which. So, and again, some people sort of, it's not really their bag. I mean, I've got a friend who's a massive fan of DS9 and Voyager, and he says he really tried watching Discovery and he just couldn't watch it. He said he just couldn't get into it because I think
I think very much you've said the same thing as well, Otto. You know, you that's something you fall off of because of, you know, your own preferences.
I had several false starts on that series, and it does have ups and downs. So it depends. I went into it thinking something else, being a huge classic Trek fan. But yeah, you say Strange New Worlds. I guess we're past the spoiler point for the first season. Yeah. But that pilot ends with Pike giving the classic like speech about, you know, this is what the Federation and Starfleet is all about, and you know, we're the good guys, and there can be peace, and all that good, juicy morality play stuff that people signed up for early on. So I think that would probably be a good starting point too.
And it had exposition in the right places too, because when he's giving that speech, there's little video snippets playing in the background.
Oh yes,
that show
that's right.
History of things that kind of let you.
Civil War 2.
Yeah, if that's your first introduction to Trek, you're like, okay, I get it, because all you know is you met this guy 45 minutes earlier when he had long hair and a beard, riding a horse and banging some chick and cooking breakfast, and some other dude just shows up in his front yard on a spaceship. It's like, put on pants, come to work. And then the next episode is calling another dude. He's like, put on pants, come to work.
Frank, can you summarize all future Star Trek episodes in that manner, please?
Yes, of course. It's oversimplified.
It's not a proper episode of Star Trek if there's not a captain banging someone.
Can I
Or somebody
complain?
needing to put on pants to go to work.
Can I complain about Captain Battelle? I think I complained about her like in the episodes when we were reviewing it for our Star Trek Trek. She never appreciates his cooking. Like, Pike makes her these amazing meals. She takes 2 mouthfuls and goes, I gotta go. And even moans at the end, going, oh, what, reused spaghetti? Oh, I'm not eating that.
Because it
I'm
was
like,
reused. See?
yeah, but
And
come on.
Replicators have spoiled people.
Shout out to Plain Simple Garrick, who entertains me daily on Discord with Simpsons. Just the most on point Simpsons memes. When he did the Kirk Van Houten, I don't think Captain Battelle should get 2 spaghettis. And it's right, because she was like, I want a man with drive and, at least the kashuva to cook me more than just leftover chicken parm or chicken spaghetti.
Yeah, but if she'd have waited, right? If she'd have hung about, she could have been in that when Cadet Uhura goes and meets with the officer the first time. She could have been there when he was like grilling a whole freaking dinosaur rack of ribs in his like captain's quarters on that grill, and like
I don't think that was the problem. I think there was a little bit more there in the subtext that we don't see. I think there was some disappointment going on behind the scenes that led her to just be upset with the cooking, and the cooking was the last straw.
So you're saying powerful hair is all he has?
I think he was distracted in his earlier performances that afternoon. I think he was not ever present in the situation.
He was missing a pip on his collar, as it were.
He's too good for her.
So I'm keeping it clean, and she noticed, and she was tired of it.
Since we often go off the deep end, we need to just do a segment of Star Trek euphemisms at some point. There's got to be,
Captain
we'll
Patel's
boldly
spaghetti.
explore.
I like missing a pip on the collar.
How many horses called whatever? No, okay.
Now we'll save it for stars. That's
true,
one of
yeah.
the most randy people I know. So.
Especially for Pike and Worf. But then they are. I think there was definitely like phrases from people on set that people going just like, yeah, I wish Anson Mount was my dad. Like everyone does. Between Frakes and Anson Mount. Okay, yeah, here we go. Here's a question for you. Frakes or Anson Mount as your father figure? Who would you choose?
Frakes.
Frakes every day.
Ooh, wow.
Look, Frakes is my father. Anson is my daddy. That's the difference.
Oh my word, this took a turn.
We need to clip that up. That needs to be a sub trigger.
Oh, that holiday with stars really changed you, didn't it?
Well, but Frakes can't cook, so
That's
He
true.
makes bunny corn sausage pizza.
And
Come
he
on.
burns it, and those eggs from the Starbase 43, just
The Owan.
Yeah, exactly.
Can
Owan,
Anson
yeah.
Mount play a trombone?
Nightbird.
I swear to God, if we ever end up in a karaoke place, I'm just going to show you Nightbird. It's just got to be done. So, what did you eat today? Because we're going to be talking about food. It's only going to happen eventually. You know what's going to be.
Pumpkin pie with lots of whipped cream.
Ooh. I need to try a proper American. So, look, pecan pies here are. You kind of get a few pecan nuts and a bit of honey, and it's not great. The closest you kind of get to pecan in this country is like Greek food, which is like the baklava. And it's the similar kind of thing to sort of pecan pie, but like we were saying this before the stream. Like I'd like to come to America to try. Obviously food is a huge thing over there, and I love to do a tour of food. But I said to you guys, like I'd love to kind of just go and try a really shit side of the road cart hot dog, just to see what it's like. Because like
it's so a hot dog is not made by the hot dog sausage itself. It's made by three things: the bun, the toppings, and the toppings. Specifically, the first one is which toppings you use, and the second one is the amount of the toppings. There are no wrong answers. Actually, yes, there are. And there are people who, God love them, they only want to put ketchup on their hot dog. And I just assume these people are monsters that put water in their cereal. I don't know. Ketchup is the most, I'm going to be controversial here since we're on a food episode, the most overrated, overused condiment ever.
He says wearing a red shirt.
Yeah, I'm ready to be evaporated by a Gorn raider that rocks through the room.
Poll up in chat, folks. Let us know who your Star Trek dad is. Why is that funny? We just talked about it. I want to hear chat's opinion. I threw Patrick Stewart in there because I
Patrick
feel
Stewart,
like he would raise me the right way, but he'd be pretty stern. So.
Yeah.
the first
I'm going
duty
Stewart on that
to
one.
every Starfleet officer. Yeah, there was a story of Will Wheaton actually, like when Patrick Stewart was giving him that speech, he was genuinely just like, you know, you feel like my dad because I genuinely feel like I'm in trouble now. Like, I know it's only acting, but Jesus, I am genuinely in trouble. I've been starting to listen to Gates McFadden's podcast, you know, Investigate, which is the best name for that podcast. She has this 2-part interview with Will Wheaton, which the first part is just them playing did you ever, or what is it, would you ever, or did you ever, where you put, you know, if you had, you take a drink, but in this case they put coins in the pot, and it's brilliant. But then at the end of it they do talk about families, and, you know, he ends up talking about, like, my family was the Next Generation cast, because, like, this is the first time I felt like home away, you know, from my actual family. Anyway, sorry, you were talking about the hot dogs, Frank.
I don't know if I can live up to your standard, to be honest. I might just have to resign.
Coney Island, right? Coney Island hot dogs.
See, okay. In America, we have several different ways. You can get your standard American hot dogs, which, you know, you go to Costco, you get that. You have to serve yourself a little bit. You can put mustard, relish, onions, ketchup, I guess, if you're 14. And I'm not knocking anybody in the chat that may be young. I have a 14-year-old. He puts ketchup on everything, and I've tried to introduce him to other condiments to say, hey, there's, like, really good stuff out there. Have you ever tried to combine, like, these two things? And thought about,
you ever tried a dill pickle?
Or flavor? Thank you. Yes, like
Ketchup on well done steak is the only way to eat food.
Get out! I'm gonna ban. How do I ban you?
That's what I was raised on. Look how I turned out.
One of the memories burned into my head that's just an unlocked memory is going out to eat with my parents and my mother ordering a steak and going, now, I want it burnt. I want it
why?
I want it dead. And she would get it, and it would just be this charred hockey puck. And then she would put ketchup on it and eat it. I thought that's how you ordered stuff. I had no idea. And so I would order a steak and be like, I'll have it that way, you know.
To be fair, I've made up for it in my later years where I'm, like, incapable of cooking it past medium rare. 'Cause if I'm gonna if you're gonna splurge for a steak, at least go find something good. Find something marbled, and then cook it medium rare. And my family gets irritated with me because they like theirs, like, medium well to well done. And I'm like, guys, I just paid $90 for these steaks. Let me cook it the way I want, and you'll enjoy it. So.
Give me a nice ribeye with the fat running through it, like a pure pink running through with a little hint of the red. Perfect. You get the juice. You soak into it.
I would admit it took me until probably at least my late 20s, maybe my early 30s, before I actually tried a proper rare steak and realised how much better it is.
Mm-hmm.
I remember through my teens, through my early 20s, I'd have it well done.
It's just
Always
chewy.
well
You
done.
get well done. Well done can be done right if it's cooked the right way, where it's just like, oh, I'm just having a piece of meat. But most of the time, it's just like you sit there, you're just chewing on it for 20 minutes because it's just they've just sat on the grill for too long.
It's just shoe leather. Yeah.
For Puffcast listeners, who's your Star Trek dad? 63% say Jonathan Frakes, 38% say Sir Patrick Stewart, and no one voted for Anson Mount.
Man.
I'm
I mean, when you're up
he's
against Frakes
daddy,
and Stewart.
he's not dad.
Yes. Who would you like to meet in a moonlit room?
I can never unsee that now. Thank you.
Okay, so in defense possibly of our parents, to stretch your food dollars, sometimes you may not be splurging for the best, most marbled steaks out there. And if you cook them a little more, sometimes that kind of hides the imperfections. So I'm sure our parents did the best they could to
I can give
food in
a
our bellies.
UK analog for this is basically wartime attitude. Back in the wartime in the 40s and the 50s, we had rationing. Every food was you barely got meat, and when you got the meat, you boiled it. You boiled it to its death with all the vegetables and everything, and that's what my parents were. Their parents were the wartime generation, and that's what they grew up on. And my mum was in my youth a terrible cook. When she got her first microwave, she's like, "This is the best thing ever. I'm gonna do everything in the microwave. Sausages in the microwave, steak in the microwave." I'm just like, and at the time as a kid, I didn't realize until much later, and I was like, that was terrible.
Pull up in chat, folks. Let us know your favorite meat or meat adjacent dish.
So to go back to the hot dogs, are you hot dogs or burgers? Because I feel that in the UK we can get hot dogs, but burgers are a lot more common in the UK than hot dogs. To get a good hot dog, you're going to pay money and have to go somewhere.
Yeah,
to find a
hot
good
dogs
hot
here are
dog.
mostly just actually sausages, aren't they? They're sausages in some
Yeah.
sort of artisanal
Yeah.
bun with like all sorts of things. They're not. If you want a hot dog, you have to kind of go to like Lidl or like a supermarket, go to the bottom of the shelf and find like the packs of like 10 frankfurters, and they're more the German
yeah.
equivalent of like bratwurst as opposed to what I think is maybe a hot dog.
Yeah, I don't think we get hot dogs
No.
in the way that Americans get hot dogs.
No, you don't want them either.
How many rodent hairs are allowed per hot dog by the FDA legally? More than you think.
That's a
I'm
whole
getting images
mouse.
of the hot dogs on Apu's rotisserie. And
Oops,
in
how
the
did this
shop.
get down here?
So we bought one of those meat grinders and grind our own chicken and make chicken feta spinach burgers. And those, for our less meat inclined guests, I mean, it's still chicken, but it's good. It's a good
Less chicken.
substitute if you're tired of red meats.
We've been in our house. We've been doing we're being vegetarian for the next couple of weeks. My son's been going through phases of like, I want to be a vegetarian, but I also want to eat meat, and I don't like eating fish with a face, and that's made me be more vegetarian. I served him some white bait the other day, and he tiny little fish that you just fry up and you eat them, and he was eating them, and he's looking at them, and he was just kind of like, "Daddy, can I stop eating meat again?" I'm like, "Okay, fine." So we go for a little vegetarian phase, but we had
Walt.
dinner. We had dinner today. Oh, bye, Walt. Oh, he's back.
Hey, welcome, Walt.
We had dinner today, which
I
was
don't
kind of
let
like
anyone on these streams these days.
which is kind of like a cabbage stew, and like me and my wife just looked at each other and just went, "Can we not? I need like a meatball. I need like some chicken. I need something like I approve of the vegetarian life. That's fine, but sometimes I want a chicken wing. I can't help it."
I'm the biggest meat eater in the world, but I've started to go the other way just for ethical reasons. Like, if you see certain footage, certain clips,
Oh
of
yeah,
giant,
don't look abattoir footage or anything like that. That will
giant
yeah.
crushers and baby chicks and that sort of thing. Like,
So
just
my wife.
in terms of sustainability, it's just better to
Oh,
go
yeah,
that route.
absolutely.
So feed me lentils and cut back on the meat. I
My
guess.
wife works in a hospital, and occasionally she has to go up to theatre where they, operate on people, and obviously sometimes they burn things, or they don't use the saw, they use the hot solder to take various limbs or appendages off, and sometimes she just generally sits up there and she's so sort of like disconnected from it all. She goes, "Oh, I'm suddenly really hungry. Why am I hungry?"
As a welder, I can confirm that when you burn yourself, it smells like pork crackling. When you severely burn yourself, it smells tasty, but it hurts a lot.
Well, you've been nefariously quiet and disconnected, and then reconnected.
Yeah, sorry. I think my voice went, so I had disconnected to try and get it to come back to life. So.
Walt's a vegetarian, and he is absolutely appalled by this conversation.
Yeah. You had to leave, just had to walk out.
Are you hearing me still?
Oh yeah, you're here, loud and clear.
Yeah, sorry, my voice went, so I disconnected to come back. No, I lived a long time, but I was pretty much a carnivore, really. I'd eat anything that had lived and mooed or whatever would get eaten. I love a decent steak, but yeah, I think you're right. Getting a good hot dog in this country is, they're rare. I think we get good sausages, plenty of good sausages around. I'm lucky enough to live in Lincolnshire, which is known for its type of sausage, and they're pretty good. But yeah, I mean, hot dogs are generally really pretty awful. If you're talking like Frankfurter types, they're pretty bad. I mean, I'm trying to think if I actually had one when I was in the States. Admittedly, I was only in Florida and in that sort of theme parky Orlando type area, so probably comes with a certain cloud anyway. But
No,
You
those-
want to
those are our
pay
best.
18? You want to pay $18 for a hot dog? Go to Florida.
yeah, yeah, exactly. So I mean, but then that's another debate, isn't it? Have the price of food in and around theme parks. But if you the old one is I always go in with knowing that you're going to pay through the nose. You're going to pay a fortune for whatever food you get, and sometimes you can actually get some pretty decent food. It's not all terrible. I think the amount of food pictures that we share, I'm like you though, Idol. I want to do that Man versus Food tour of the States and do that. So I've
go to a barbecue place like you don't have
Yeah,
barbecue
yeah,
places
yeah.
here. We don't have them.
Yeah.
A barbecue
I really
here
would
is
like to
like
go to
some
one of those big barbecues.
shitty like
Smoke
burgers on your
houses
gas
and
grill. Like you
yeah.
get a couple of those and some sausages, some chicken wings, and then like, hey, we're having a barbecue. Like, but then you see like the barbecue joints, which is like a hole in the wall, like literally someone's shack in the middle of like a city, and they're cooking like this amazing like meat feast. And like
They just slide back the lid and it's just meat. Yeah.
The brisket's just falling to pieces as they're bringing it up from this.
God damn it.
For Puffcast listeners, what is your favorite kind of meat? 50% have our respondents say beefsteaks, pulling up their ears, fish, chicken, and the original series rehydrated food cube.
I'll be right back.
Okay, he's got to get himself a steak now.
That big steak sandwich.
People get good money for foie gras. Yeah, I've never been to kind of like I've been to like posh restaurants before and like had like this amazing 15-course taster menu, and it's like, oh, this is nice. This is fun, but like I'm definitely more a simplistic food person. Like I prefer like the simplicity of like a good steak, a good piece of chicken, or like something made well, as opposed to like, here is my chicken on a la stick of bread with a oregano foam. It's like wonderful. Was my opinion on eating snails? Oh, that's an interesting one. Sorry, Cranky, go on. What were you going to say?
Eating steak, do you have it seasoned? As in,
Yeah.
I know in America, for example, that a lot of they will rub the steaks and put all sorts of seasoning on before they cook it and things. Personally, I just like a straight up steak, cook it, bit of pepper.
Yeah, salt and
happy.
pepper is my seasoning. Maybe I'll get like.
Yeah.
I think you can put some rubs on it. I don't see anything wrong with that.
Oh,
Like, but
garlic butter. I like a steak with garlic butter.
I'm
like
more
a
of a
peppercorn
I'm
sauce.
more of a sauce and a seasoning guy when it comes to
Yeah.
steaks.
Okay.
Pull up and chat as we go from hot dogs to much higher all things meat. Have you been to a Michelin-starred restaurant before?
I have. Yes, it was.
I
Yeah,
never.
I was saying that. But go on.
I never have.
No, I have. It was overpriced, very posh, and I felt well out of my element. Like I felt like I should. But they come up to the plate and they put the plate in front of you and then they say thank you, and I'm like, wait, what? No, I should be saying thank you to you that you gave me
but
food.
you just put their kids through college.
Yeah,
so of course
exactly.
they need to thank you.
With
Yeah.
one meal.
Yeah, similar. I went to a restaurant with 2 Michelin stars in Germany. The food was good, and it was enough. Like I didn't leave hungry, like some people say when they give you a tiny little thing on your plate.
Yeah.
But for the price, I mean, I could have fed myself for a month at home going to
Ridiculous.
the stores.
I
so-
dread to think what it is now, because I went. I think it was like 10 years ago. I went to this restaurant. Like God knows what it'd be like now. It's ridiculous. Like, but yeah, like you say, like you think you're getting. We had like a 15-course taster menu, and it was really nice.
Pepperoni! God, I love a pepperoni pizza with Canary olives right now.
Thank you, Greggy.
Starving.
But yeah, it was really nice. But it filled me up, and I was I was waking up at 3 o'clock in the morning, just going, I need to go sit on the toilet right now. And yeah, I wouldn't make a big thing of it or do it again.
I don't think the good restaurants are supposed to send you to the toilet.
Well, it was just so much food. Like, it's like kind of a not in a bad way, just more of like I'm incredibly full and I may have had a few drinks. When was the first time you got drunk in front of your parents?
Ooh.
Oh God! So I wasn't even drunk, but I had 2 beers once when I was a teenager, probably 16, 17. And then I wanted to go to the store to buy something. So I go out, I get in the car, fire it up, and I see my dad racing out the front door. No! And he's waving his hands and goes, "You just had 2 beers, you can't go anywhere." And I start laughing my head off because I'm completely stone sober, but the image of him like running out to save me from myself was so good I had to laugh anyway. And the laughter made him convinced that I was drunk. So he wouldn't let me drive anywhere.
I don't think I've ever actually gotten drunk in front of my parents.
Ooh.
I've come home drunk when I still lived with my parents. But you sort of sneak past and hello, I'm perfectly sober. And
It's just
go
me,
to bed.
sober McSoberton.
yeah, exactly.
I was just out
but then I
smoking
was-
weed.
Yeah, exactly. I was teetotal for nearly 20 years, but I did smoke quite a lot of weed. But yeah, I've never gotten inebriated in front of my parents.
How about you, Walt?
It would have been. I would have been a teenager on a holiday or something like that. I mean, it's a long time ago now, so I can't really remember. Certainly my dad drank a hell of a lot more than what I ever have. Well, probably maybe for maybe a few exception of my late teens when I used to be able to drink a lot, but it would have been something like that, and there would have been I'd have had a couple of drinks, and they'd have been, "You're drunk," like, "Well, no, I'm not drunk," and I would have been drunk, but I never got into a real mess in front of my parents. I've been in a real mess before drunk. Normally I just pass out, spark code, I've done that before plenty of times, but yeah.
We have some footage from London where the Timelines Talks recent meetup.
Yes, I think
And
my
can
parents haven't actually
confirm
seen that.
Walt's been known to put 1 or 2 away, that's true. For Popcast listeners, have you ever been to a Michelin-starred restaurant? 63% say yes, 38% say no.
So I think I have 2 separate sides because I said before my parents divorced. So like my mum was very liberal. I think when I was 15, I said, "Oh, my friends come around to have a camp out in the garden." She said, "Oh, brilliant! Here you go. Have some beers to go with it." Okay. And then at about 2 o'clock in the morning, a policeman was in our front garden asking why people were making so much noise. And I said this to my mum. She's like, "Oh yeah, it's fine. They're just kids." And then my dad didn't actually see me drunk until his wedding, when he actually asked me to be the best man and play because I'm a keyboardist, so he has something to play on as well, and I had a few too many drinks and played some absolutely terrible songs, and I think both of us regret that decision. But I remember standing there against the snooker table and said, "Dad, you should have some more drinks, it's your wedding day," and he's like, no, I think you've had enough for both of us.
Have you ever gotten completely snockered on a live stream in front of people as you were announcing your departure from a video game?
I think we've got a video. I think we've got a trigger for that somewhere.
I've shared a picture in the chat idol of the nicest thing I think I've ever eaten.
Oh, well,
Some lamb
which
chops
chat is
I
this? Oh, hang on,
had
Let's
in
have a
the
look.
sub chat.
Is that a lamb rib? Let me bring it on
That's
stream.
that's some lamb chops I had.
How much did that cost? How much did that
Sprouts,
meal
yeah.
cost?
I couldn't tell you what that meal cost because it was part of an all-inclusive type package on a cruise. On a cruise.
Oh,
and,
cruise, nice. Was it the Star
That
Trek
looks like
cruise?
it cost a lot.
Here you go. Bring up the screen.
The
I was gonna
cruise
bring up
cost a
screen. That's
phenomenal
not
amount of money. So it was not by far not the cheapest holiday I've ever had.
Cruises tend not to be where we downloads. Hang on. Right, here we go. Yeah, there it is. There it is. I'm gonna replace
It all
Walt with
depends
some
on
lamb
who you
cutlets.
cruise with.
Look at that. There we go. Walt is now his
This
lamb
was-
cutlets.
This was with people who know me in my sort of rest of my day-to-day life know that I go to Disneyland a lot, and not only do I go to Disneyland, I go cruising.
Just on your own.
Yeah, I go exactly just me. Screw the kids, leave them here. They can. But I even go on cruises with Disney. They have their own cruise line, and they do some phenomenal cruises, and the food on there is out of this world. And I remember, here we go, Tales from the High Life. Here we are, how the rich live. We was on the
Lifestyles of the rich and famous.
I was sitting there, I was perusing the menu, and I said to my server, I said, Jonathan, I don't know which one I want. I don't know whether I want the lobster or the red snapper. He said, I'll bring you both. he literally brought. I had both dishes.
Oh right, this is real.
Yeah, honestly.
Red snapper's nice. I had that recently.
It was better than the lobster. I will be honest. It was phenomenal.
How much did he tip?
The tips were. I can't remember what the rate was because again I did it like people that served you on the cruise. They basically automatically add tips on for like the rates. So you pay for the server, you pay for the guy who looks after your room, and all that kind of stuff. And you can either pay them just that number. I can't remember what the figures were, or you can add that. You can add. They give you envelopes, so you can put cash in there and give them that as well.
So this is the one weird cultural difference between
Yeah,
the UK
I was
and the
gonna
US.
say
UK, we
Pull
don't
up and
tip.
shed here.
There is no tipping in the UK at all. Like there occasionally you'll put up a couple of quid on the table at the end of the meal, but there's no like enforced like 10%, 20% like there is in
Do you know
in
why
the
that
US.
is? Do you know one of the reasons behind all that? I mean, Auto might correct me here. In the States, serving staff and waiting staff and that, they get taxed on their tips, and they get taxed on their tips regardless if they get the tips or not.
I just realized
that
the
right,
the American contingent has slowly abandoned the show. So it's me and three British guys.
Hey, no. Do you want me to put on an accent for you?
Wow, it's almost as good as one of mine.
I'll pay the question, sir.
Yeah.
So
Is that a fact, Auto, or am I talking shit?
I don't know specifically about taxing, but there's a whole bunch of different things. Some places the owner will take the tips for the company. Some places you have to split between wait staff and kitchen staff. Sometimes you can keep your tips, but in almost all cases they pay you like poverty wages and like below what is allowable for minimum wage. They'll pay some places like $2-3 an hour, and then they say your tips make up for it. So yeah, it's.
And my experience of waiting staff in the States is they're great. They're friendly.
Much better than UK. Much better.
They're personable. They look after you. You know, I mean, again, my experience is somewhat limited. So again, and it's from a much tourist point of view. But you know, IHOP. Again, if anyone knows IHOP and has enjoyed a breakfast there, you know, you're sitting there with your massive stack of pancakes, like trying not to die, like just trying to finish them off, and you're drinking your coffee, and like you put your coffee cup down, and then they're coming along topping you up with more coffee, and it's like, and then they're just happy to see you, and they'll talk to you, and we took. Rightly or wrongly, I was crazy enough to take my mother-in-law to the States, and she was having a right old gas with the waitress, and they were getting along like a house on fire, and talking about their grandchildren and all this sort of stuff. But their staff are better. They are a lot more happy than our surly.
Oh yeah, we're a right bunch of twats. I've worked in restaurants and I was an utter twat. Like I've gone up, like, "Is your food?" "Oh, it's raw." I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Just fucking
I'm
eat
shocked,
it.
I don't. Well, hold on. Now you said you went to IHOP and you enjoyed a stack of pancakes. Is it important to enjoy that, or that you were simply served the stack?
He enjoyed looking at the pancakes. He didn't eat them.
I had to undo a couple of notches on the belt. I'm sure I enjoyed it.
Okay.
God, you just
three or
reminding me
four
of those
different
pancakes I
maple
ordered
syrup
in
there were.
London. I just couldn't eat them. I was so hungover.
Oh, what, on the Sunday morning?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just sitting there in front of like 7, just kind of scunching out. "Are you okay?" I'm just like, "No, I need to go for a walk." I walked around for about 15 minutes before I could even stomach getting back to my car.
You were rather drunk.
Oh, it's fucked. I don't. When we do Birmingham, I'm not going to get that. Touch wood. I'm not going to get that drunk again.
Yeah, I don't
definitely
believe
should.
it.
No, don't.
No, he will. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll make sure of it. If low cost monk is there, he will.
Yeah, Yeah, he kept. Yeah, that was the thing. I even said at the end, like, I'm done with drinking. And like, well, here's another pint. Oh, thank.
Here's another drink. Here's another drink.
Oh.
To be fair, I would have gone blow for blow with you, and probably ended up the big spoon that night in your hotel room. So
It's just the
it
fun
would
thing.
have been great.
The funny thing was just wake up in the morning and then just going, I've recorded a video on my phone, and then just seeing this video of me laughing over various things in the hotel room, the cube I was sleeping in. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I found a random video of us walking back from the Brewdog back to the hotel that I didn't know I'd made.
Oh. Yeah, that was lethal. Should we play some
Good
What the
times,
Dub?
though.
Should we play some What the Dub? Feels like time.
Sure.
Let's play some What the Dub track. Right, let me get this started.
For podcast listeners. Oh, hold on. The poll's not over. Never mind. We'll get back to this later.
We
Vote
will,
in the
we
poll.
will.
Go on.
Fake news.
Fake news. Right, let me start this up. For those in chat that have not played What the Dub, you can all, well, most of you can join in. And just do the music in a minute. Ba 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 ba. When it boots, it's not going to boot, is it? There we go. Here it comes. Awkward pause. There we go. Right.
You know the name of the game, folks. Welcome to
What the Dub. So if you've not played this before, this is Star Trek edition of What the Dub, where we can all ad-lib over your favourite Star Trek clips. Right, let me start this here. And adjust my stream, because look, we're all so tiny. Right. I've added quite a few new clips to this.
I noticed there was a What the Shy clip.
There is some What the Shy. There is some Shy porn appearances.
Don't give away all the secrets.
There is some. Well, you'll see it when it happens. Right. I need a browser. Sorry, I'm just getting myself sorted out here. I need a browser window open. So go to playwtd.com and enjoy this wonderful music. If the music's too loud, let me know. Oh gosh, hang on. Everything's breaking on my end.
Gone black.
You have gone black. You have gone black. Right, hang on.
There we go back.
Right, let's go new.
Naughty Walt.
Grab some friends and play WTD.com.
Dars isn't here. I've got to
Enter your
fill in for
room
him.
code.
Right, there we go. So, playwtd.com. I'm going to do this off my phone. Right, hang on. Go to... Right, who's joining the first game? So, the four of us. And hopefully Frank will join in a minute. Playwtd.com. I keep saying that. Right, the room code is to join, gentlemen. I'm just going to get my name in there first. The room code is BHPR. BHPR. Get yourselves in. Oh, Walt beat me to it. Wow, well done. Anyone from chat, join in if you can. There's 2 more slots, but everyone in chat can vote. Hey, Trekkie, you're in. Lovely job. You can also vote from chat as well. Hey, Shy's in. I really hope we get one of your things.
Everybody.
Right, we all know the rules. We all know the rules.
The rules are simple. Each round
I'll let
the
it play.
player will play with missing dialogue.
Oh, I can hear
Each
2
player
audios.
enters their wittiest replacement dub.
Sorry, that's me.
Players
I'll turn
watch
that
the
off.
dubs and vote on the best score at the end of the game wins.
There we go. You shouldn't hear it now.
It's just that easy.
Yeah.
Break a leg, kid. Here comes the next round.
Sir, may I quote General Order 12?
Lieutenant, the Admiral is well aware of the regulations.
Aye, sir. Sir, may I quote General Order 12?
Lieutenant, the Admiral is well aware of the regulations.
Aye, sir.
Time to shake the world, kid. Enter your dub.
Oh, hang on. Okay. So for those in chat that haven't voted before, hopefully And this has worked in the past. You should be able to vote with vote and then the number, but we'll see. Mr. Shy's in. Admiral Kirk himself is there.
I can't wait to see that.
Which he has told people on Facebook, but he hasn't anywhere else, so I'm waiting for him to tell. Shy.
He needs to change his name from Shy Khan to Shy Kirk.
Oh, that's a good idea. Trekkie, it's on you. Yay, okay.
Sir, may I quote General Order 12?
If any below-the-line actor gets a sitcom and a talking baby franchise, they may be replaced in a sequel.
The Admiral is well aware of the regulations.
Aye, sir. Sir, may I quote General Order 12?
Never fillet a monkey within eye contact of an angry bullion.
The Admiral is well aware of the regulations.
Aye, sir. Sir, may I quote General Order 12?
Don't go down red-lit alleys in Taiwan.
Lieutenant, the Admiral is well aware of the regulations.
Aye, sir. Sir, may I quote General Order 12?
No ship may go to warp without 20 gallons of gazpacho soup on the bridge.
A Red Dwarf quote.
Well aware of the regulations.
Aye, sir. Sir, may I quote General Order 12?
We should not fire before trying to talk to them.
Lieutenant, the Admiral is well aware
Very,
of the
very,
regulations.
very standard.
Aye, sir.
Very Starfleet.
Sir, may I quote General Order 12?
At all times, the Admiral should be aware of the regulations.
The Admiral is well aware of the regulations.
Love that kind of joke.
Aye, sir.
Oh, that's so good. That's good. Right, vote in chat. Type vote and then the number. Oh, actually, no. Just type 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in chat and you can vote.
Oh no, I've been kicked out.
Oh, you can just rejoin with the same room code. It is BHBHPR.
Oh yeah, I'm in. I'm back.
Nice. Okay, I like that one. Okay, chat, you can do the voting. Get on it. Balana's on it. Did I shorten the voting time? Don't think I did.
You're almost out of time.
I think I shortened the voting time. I need to extend that.
It seems shorter.
It does seem, doesn't it?
It's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, Cranky. No, well done, Cranky.
Jive. Look at him go.
Wow.
Round 2.
Captain, the Ferengi would be very interested in a base like this.
Fine.
Captain, the Ferengi would be very interested in a base like this.
Fine.
Enter your dub.
Oh, I've been kicked out again.
Really?
Yeah, I'm back in there.
Okay.
Also, for anyone who misses the audio, you can review the script underneath.
You can indeed. You can even add sound effects as well. By the way, we're playing this until we get a shy clip. Don't care how long it takes. There's like 200 clips in here.
Captain, the Ferengi would be very interested in a base like this.
Fine.
I'll let them debase themselves in 2 episodes' time.
Captain, the Ferengi would be very interested in a base like this.
Fine.
It's a fine base, but what about the proficiency stats?
There it is.
Captain, the Ferengi would be very interested in a base like this.
That's quite good. I like that.
Wub 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 wub. Here comes the drop.
What?
The base comes.
Captain,
Oh, right.
the Ferengi would be very interested in a base like this.
Fine.
You owe them money anyways.
Captain, the Ferengi would be very interested in a base like this.
Fine.
It's going to be 7 seasons before they get their character development right, but if you want to wait, be my guest.
Captain, the Ferengi would be very interested in a base like this.
Fine.
Everyone likes a big base, but to get to tier 1, you need at least 3 collections.
Nice.
Vote now.
Okay, chat, you can vote. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6. Please do. Ooh, which one did I like?
Oh. Every time I go back, it picks me up.
That's weird.
Straight away.
Where are you, chat? Hey, Cranky. Oh, Cranky, you can't. No, Cranky, come on. You can't do that. Oh. That's cheating. And one audience. Oh, look at that. Fine.
So many dubs, so little time. Let's get into it.
It's customary on Earth to greet someone with a handshake. Thanks. It's customary on Earth to greet someone with a handshake. Thanks.
What are you waiting for? Enter your dub.
Yeah, this clip has been played a couple times.
It has, yeah.
I'm just gonna pick the winner from the last time.
Tomato soup.
Yeah, so I watched the best of What the Dub, and I realized I'm the one who started the Klingon double dick jokes. So I apologize
That was you.
to everyone.
Oh. I can't believe that was you. I still love, my favourite one is when Riker approaches Worf on the bridge and First Contact goes, I've got 3.
I think that was mine, wasn't it?
Oh, was that yours, was it? Cranky and Shy.
I know I did a lot of the tomato soup ones.
Oh, yeah. That was the good recurring bit. No, so went on Shy. There he is.
It's customary on Earth to greet someone with a handshake.
God, that's moist. What do you have in your pocket?
Thanks. It's customary on Earth to greet someone with a handshake.
That's not my hand, and now you are my husband.
That's not his knee.
It's customary on Earth to greet someone with a handshake.
May I have some hand sanitizer then?
Thanks. It's customary on Earth to greet someone with a handshake.
You have lovely soft hands. You remind me of my favorite pool boy.
I forgot you could change the voice. I forgot that.
Oh, can you?
It's
You can.
customary on Earth to greet someone with a handshake.
It's in the bottom of the options somewhere.
On our world, we are now married. But it's a dysfunctional union, so I will now let you go so that you may bloom in your middle age.
Thanks. It's customary on Earth to greet someone with a handshake.
And what smooth, sensual hands you have, Captain.
It's like two themes here.
Thanks.
What did you think was the best?
I have to go for that one. Yeah, there's an option underneath where you put your vote in. There's an option for like language underneath, and you can set to like. There's loads of options, which we only discovered on the last. Like we've done this like about 20 times, and we only discovered that on the last one. You can change it like Chinese, German. Vote in chat. If you're not voting in chat, you are clearly not cool. You could stop Cranky from hacking the win.
You're almost out of time.
Just using every resource at hand.
Oh, thank you.
Winner.
Beautiful. I thought you said you were going to pick the winning option. I thought yours was with the hand sanitizer one.
Abby Singer is next.
Come on, I'm more original.
Play the game. Playing the game.
Come on, just say the rhyme.
Oh, wow.
Then three more. Alma Rain, if you can see Alma Rain, you'll come with me.
Oh God.
Okay. Two things come to mind here.
There you go.
Come on, just say the rhyme.
Alma Rain, then three more. Alma Rain, if you
Quite
can
a long
see Alma Rain,
face to
come
fill
with
there.
me.
Oh shit! I nearly lost the group. Okay.
Time to let your ambitions soar. Enter your dub.
What have I done? I've done the only thing I could do. The one he did die on the way back to the home planet. I don't think they've ever been referenced ever again. Apart from that one time we played STA, Star Trek Adventures, and I did move back along home.
Hard. Too hard.
Just think of your favourite song.
Kashmir by Led Zeppelin.
Nice choice. Good choice, one.
I wonder if we'll have the same answer. Oh, maybe, Shy. I don't know. No, mine's quite abstract.
I blanked.
Trekkie. Trekkie, just get in the front of your class and go, who knows this? Who knows DS9 Move Along Home? Anyone? How many Clomp Leagues have you got?
Time's running out.
Very nice.
Come on, just say the rhyme.
Alma Rain, then three more. Alma Rain, if you can see Alma Rain, you'll come with me.
The Trek time name really sucks. Captain Idol takes our bucks. He spends it all on beer. He might be Ferengi. He likes it in the ear.
Wow.
Going for the throat.
Come on, just say the rhyme.
You motherfuckers.
If you can
Frenchie.
see Almarine, you come with me.
Who let the dogs out? Who lets the dogs out? Woof woof.
Oh, wow.
Come on, just say the rhyme.
Almarine, then 3 more. Almarine, if you can see Almarine, you come with me.
Ollie, 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 tits in the trolley, balls in the biscuit tin. Baby in the grass with a finger up his ass playing with Hig Dingaling Ding.
Wow.
PG,
Come on,
PG
just say the
stream.
rhyme.
Almarine, then 3 more.
Not anymore.
Almarine, if you can see Almarine, you come with me.
I'm a little teapot, short and stout. Here's my handle, here's my spout.
That's a
This
good
is a
one.
great clip, by the way, for dubbing.
It is.
Come on, just say the rhyme.
Almarine, then
Cisco looks so pleased with himself at the end of this, by the way.
It's like, yeah.
come with me.
I don't want to do this.
Wow. He's so smug.
Come on, just say the rhyme.
Almarine, then 3 more. Almarine, if you can see Almarine, you come with me.
Spencer, Spence, Song, Spence, Sir,
Spencer. Damn, Spencer. No, sorry, Craigie. Okay, vote up, vote
Not
up.
work when what the dub's on.
Vote in, chat people. Mm. I'm gonna go for that one. I think it's a shy one, but we'll see. I think you just say the number now, Namer. Don't need to go vote.
Yeah, just the number works.
Oh yeah. 3, 3, 3, 3, 3.
How many lights are there?
Said Picard on the Titan.
Time's running out.
Van 69, nice. Let's see. Oh,
Hey guys.
Someone's got it made in the shade.
you son of a bitch! Give you points for that. Aww.
Auto takes the lead.
Grab your
Fun
martini
round.
glass. Next up is the
Now you're fine,
final round.
Trekkie, don't worry.
Ship's log. Commander William Riker reporting. I fervently hope the rules of that contest make it possible. Ship's log. Commander William Riker reporting. I fervently hope the rules of that contest make it possible.
Show him you're not just a pretty face. Enter your dub.
It's a tough one.
Okay. You regret this, yeah. See, Dam's about. Dam needs to get in this. Next round.
Definitely.
And Nifty. Nifty, now you're reappeared.
Yeah, I think I'll step out after this one and let some folks from Chad join in.
Yeah, too right. 3 people in a row to nod. That's a good one. Just message Stars Auto. He'll get in for this.
Check the spelling.
Mine is awful.
They're all awful. But is awful good or awful bad?
No, just awful all round.
Yeah, mine's not good this time. Struggled.
Good man, Dan.
Ship's log. Commander William Riker reporting.
I've taken a massive dump in Picard's ready room as a dare from Worf in what he calls a Klingon contest of wool. I want to win, but...
I fervently hope the rules of that contest make it possible.
I do like it when they match up kind of with the second piece of audio.
I've been asked to judge the Galactic Jelly Wrestling Contest between the Romulans and the Klingons, and I might get to take the winner for dinner.
The winner for dinner.
I fervently hope the rules of that contest make it possible. Ship's log. Commander William Riker reporting.
They say every inch counts, so I bought some stuff from a bullion trader. He says it's banned in the Federation, but I checked the handbook.
I fervently hope
That's good, that's good. Oh my god, these are all good.
Commander William Riker reporting.
I've been lured into a contest to prove my sexual prowess.
That's a slow Tuesday for Riker.
I fervently hope the rules of that contest make it possible. Ship's log. Commander William Riker reporting.
Picard is in the 47th hour of his annual Parcheesi tournament. The Romulans have just declared war, so we need to leave soon.
I fervently hope the rules of that contest make it possible. Ship's log. Commander William Riker.
Makes a lot of logs.
I have learned I have 3 and that Lieutenant Commander Worf only has 2.
Okay. A classic.
If in doubt,
I fervently hope the rules of that contest make it possible.
Vote.
Okay.
Or don't. The choice is yours.
Vote in chat, people.
I think that's an easy one for me this time.
Oh, I don't know. No, I can't go for that one. Yes, I like the Romulan. Bum, bum. Vote in chat, vote in chat, chat in vote.
Better hurry.
Hurry, hurry, hurry. Okay. Well done, Walt. That's good.
Auto takes the win this time, then.
Oh wow, yeah, I think he's
So
gonna.
3 contestants count more than 2 contestants and 2 audience? How does that work?
Audience is all the vote. Hey! I think it's like your. How often do you win? You won again? You won since? Well done, Auto.
Romulan biggest.
Oh, it's Fat Baby number 3. What with the Slim number 2? Look at that. Right, let's do some new players. Okay. Right, your code, gentlemen, if you choose to accept it, and I want to see some people there. Thank you, Trekkie. Good effort, mate. Good effort. Right.
Yeah,
Let's go.
It is hard. It's harder than it looks.
It's tough. Oh, Nifty's back in. Here he comes. Here he comes. He couldn't resist.
Who was the... we had someone else ended up with 0 points, and then he ended up winning a future game, so I wouldn't worry about it.
Nah, don't worry about it. Right, your code is oh my. Oh wow, that's a great code.
Oh my.
Oh my. OHMY. Yes. Oh my. Oh my.
All right, I'm out, guys. Have fun.
Cheers, Auto.
Auto, you've been a star.
I'll wait and see if we get stuck for a last player. I'll jump in.
Dam's in. Nifty is here.
Yeah, I'm holding back as well.
That's fine. Yeah, no worries, Treggy. Shy getting here. Evans getting here. You've got some classics, Evans. Yeah, there you go. I see you.
I have this music stuck in my head now.
Yeah. Always and forever wall. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We've got room for one more. One more.
I get that stuck in my head.
There is space.
Oh God, I whistle Sea of Thieves at home. My girlfriend gets mad.
You can get the soundtrack.
Right, there we go.
5
We've got
seconds.
6.
I'll jump in.
Too late.
Welcome to What the
Okay, we know to play. We know to play. Yeah.
Another round of What the Dub is coming at you.
So.
Yes.
What the Shy?
We're not supposed to do that after the fact.
Wow. So.
That's quite a good clip.
Oh wait, shoot. I was looking at the wrong thing.
We're not supposed to do that after the fact.
Wow.
No time to waste. Enter your dub now.
You can see the script underneath the submit button if you want to read it.
Okay. So my camera isn't off, Trekkie, at least not in Discord. It's
Oh,
weird.
sorry. That's probably my fault. There we go. There you are.
Did you see the clip, Nifty?
Yes.
Shy's been so quiet.
Me pranking on this.
By the way, Shy, from that one scene with you and Michelle Gomez, I've made 3 clips.
Are they making any more of that show, by the way? I like that.
Oh, well, the Flight Attendant 2 series?
Yeah. Yeah, I've seen 2 series so far. I hope they make.
I've not seen any of it, to be fair.
Is it
It's
available in any UK streaming?
I don't know what it's on.
No, I think I watched it through nefarious methods.
It's all available in the Sea of Thieves.
Yes. You must wear your pirate eye patch.
I do have a nice one now. I like it.
Oh, damn. Oh, damn. No.
Oh.
Shame. Never mind.
So.
You want to go back to my place and watch yourself on some terrible Mad Libs type show?
We're not supposed to do that after the fact.
Wow. So.
I'm supposed to believe I'm in Bangkok just because of your accent? When do we reveal we're actually in a bar in Midtown Manhattan?
I want to say that's Shy.
It's got to be Shy, that one.
So. I think you'd make a great Sulu. Can you do that after someone else played him?
That's got to be Idols, sure.
We're not supposed to do that after the fact.
Wow. So.
My oath of celibacy is on record, you know?
You just put a
We're not supposed to do that after the fact.
Wow. So.
You just go online and talk to your weird nerdy friends about Star Trek? Can I get an invite to the subscriber stream?
We're not supposed to do that after the fact.
Yes, that's the one.
Perfect.
Oh, that is so good. That is so good. Yeah.
That was perfect.
That's the one.
Oh, I can vote in chat.
You can. You can. Yes, you can. Trekkie, you can vote.
Okay, so
Everyone
it's really
can vote.
weird trying to listen to it on the Twitch stream while also having Discord up.
I'd say close the Twitch stream. Just watch it on here.
Yeah. Close Twitch. I've got Twitch on the TV, but I've got it on mute.
Oh, was it? I didn't realize it was playing on Discord. That's
It
my
is, yes.
problem.
Yeah.
Watch the stream. Watch the stream.
Yeah. Hey, what happened? I
Yeah,
got
because
kicked
if
out
you
of the
watch
game?
it,
Oh, here we are.
if
Here
you
we are.
watch it on Twitch, you'll be about 5 or 6 seconds
Yeah.
behind.
Yeah.
But you end up losing out.
Okay, I think I figured out my issues.
Your laughs are all out of sync then.
Damn, you
Laughing
okay?
From 5 seconds before.
Oh,
Damn.
the watch stream button hid the stream itself. I didn't get there.
No worries.
Technology, man. Hard.
Yeah, we knew it was you.
Had to
We
be
knew it
shy.
was you.
Yeah. Oh, Dam's having phone issues.
No worries. Top scores for your own clip.
He's doing as well as I am.
Where were you
Oh,
last
this one.
night?
I decided to turn in early.
Well, you didn't miss much.
What'd they show? That bad?
It's not actual dialogue from the scene, Shy. Shut up.
Where were you last night?
I decided to turn in early.
You didn't miss much.
What'd they show? That bad?
Give it your best shot and enter your dub.
I'm in that annoying position at the moment where the beer's run out, but it's probably too late to go and open another one.
Nah.
Where were you last
I'm
night?
going to get a gin and tonic in a minute.
I decided to turn in early.
Well, you didn't miss much.
What'd they show?
I think it was called Threshold.
That bad?
Where were you last night?
I
I
decided
watched
to turn
Threshold
in
just this
early.
week.
Well, you didn't miss much.
What'd they show?
Kate Columbo. 12 felonies in the first 30 seconds.
That bad?
Where were you last night?
I decided to turn in early.
Well, you didn't miss much.
What'd they show?
Season 2 of Picard.
That bad?
Ooh, weird low blow.
Where were you last night?
I decided to turn in early.
Well, you didn't miss much.
What'd they show?
The Flight Attendant Season 2 Episode 2. We had to mad-lib over the guy at the bar over and over.
That bad?
Where were you last night?
I decided to turn in early.
Well, you didn't miss much.
What'd they show?
Our 4th season series finale.
That bad?
Had to be done.
Where were you last night?
Good work.
I decided to turn in early.
Well, you didn't miss much.
What'd they show?
A bunch of nerds overdubbing Star Trek clips for their 14 viewers.
Surprisingly accurate.
14, that's it.
13? Who's on? It's 13. 13, they're on.
We've lost one person in the
Oh,
time
no.
that dub's been written.
They're like, no, we can't have this being accurate. Oh, I have to go for that. I have to go for that.
I think.
Who are you picking?
Yeah. Number 5, I think.
Well, we've been so bad tonight, we lost Auto and Frank.
Yeah, Frank hasn't come back. Where did
Yeah,
Frank
what
go?
happened to Frank? I thought he was
I
coming
don't
back.
know.
Ooh, back up to 14.
Imagine he had a personal issue.
Of course, at least one of the viewers is also one of the people on the show because I'm in the viewing.
Yeah, and me.
Well, so, yeah.
I'm actually in the viewing
We're all
twice.
viewing.
Oh, nice.
I've got it on the TV and on my phone.
Oh, wow, nifty. Well done.
Funny. You have a gift.
Why, thank you.
Thank you, audience.
Oh, that was Idol.
That was me. I went for the duplicitous one.
Another round is
I
coming.
voted for Shy.
I have never felt anything quite like this before, so it's difficult to put into words. I have never felt anything quite like this before, so it's difficult to put into words.
No. Enter your dub.
The no at the end makes that for me.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I decided to open another beer.
Yay!
Just a small one.
A small one. Just like
a little hazy Jane.
Oh, nice little hazy Jane. Yeah, I love a nice little hazy Jane. After this round, I am going to surrender myself to the whims of you guys. I'm going to go get a gin and tonic and have a wee because I'm desperate.
I have been drinking. What I had before was the Vocation Aoraki.
Oh, Vocation stuff's nice. I like Vocation.
Yeah, very nice that one is. That's my favourite.
What I don't recommend is Brewdog's Black Heart, which they touted as a replacement for Guinness. It is not. Guinness is still eternal.
I think I'm going to have to go off in this round, guys.
No worries,
I think at this point there's no replacing Guinness, is there?
Really, no.
Nifty, Bo Biffy.
Oh, I'm running out of characters, maybe.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, it does happen. It does happen.
Quick, enter your dub.
Stars is normally the one tapping away for about 3 hours.
I was going to say, yeah.
2, 1.
Oh!
Submit.
No.
Oh.
Did I not get?
No, you didn't even make it.
Before, so it's difficult to put into
I was winning too.
It's all about the last round anyway, really.
Quite like this before, so it's difficult to put into words.
Nella Darren, did she appreciate your Resican flute?
No.
Yes, that works well. I like that.
Anything quite like this before, so it's difficult to put into words.
Have you ever seen Threshold?
No.
I have never felt anything
Threshold's a
quite
bad
like this
episode.
before, so it's
A lot of
difficult
Janeway
to put into
flying.
words.
Why do birds suddenly yap?
No.
I have never felt anything quite like this before, so it's difficult to put into words.
The cheese I found in the transporter was green and hairy, and I think I heard its thoughts. My stomach hurts worse than having your mind invaded. Agra.
Agra, what?
Oh, Andra. That's going to be nifty when you run out of characters.
Yeah, I wanted to try to force it to say like, do you agree? I don't know. It was
Is
bad.
it possible that someone
was
could
digging a
serve
hole.
for 7 years and not get promoted above ensign?
No.
Which dub did you like best? Vote now.
I'm going to give that one a vote. Oh. Enter your votes. That includes you in chat.
Was Nilla Darren in more than one episode? Or was that
Nope.
it?
She's season 7.
No, just one. Yeah. Didn't she die? In
No,
the episode
she didn't die. She nearly did.
Ah.
She nearly got consumed by the fires on that planet. But
All Picard's love interests other than Beverly just fleeting and disappearing.
Spoilers.
and even then.
Thank you, Nifty.
I liked it.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Way to go.
Oh, look at those points. Racing up. Oh, significantly.
Another round of What the Dub is coming at you.
Are you crazy? I'm not gonna sign this.
Why not? Not on Ferenginar?
Are you crazy? I'm not gonna sign this.
Why not? Not on Ferenginar?
Give it your best shot and enter your dub.
quick fact that I learned while watching the Shuttlepod show with Armin Shimmerman. Rom was up for the part of Clark.
I couldn't believe
Well,
that.
Max Grodin shit, sorry,
God, I
was
can't
up
think
for
of
the part of Clark.
Oh, I can't think anything.
Oh, I'm blocked.
No, I'm blocked as well.
Nifty looks very deep in thought.
I'm looking at a work thing.
It's just like Sea of Thieves.
Exactly. I gotta pay the bills, man.
Oh, it's bad. It's not good.
Just idle left.
Hang on. I'm not proud of it.
I get the same Trekkie. I overthink it.
Are you crazy? I'm not gonna sign this.
Why not?
It says I have to serve you well done steak covered in ketchup for every meal. That's disgusting.
That's good.
Not on
Better. That's better than anything I've read.
Crazy? I'm not gonna sign this.
Nice little nod to previous conversation.
It says join this online stream talking about my terrible mirror variant. I could lose my job to this.
Not on Ferenginar.
Are you crazy?
You've got no good
I'm not
variant.
gonna sign this.
See,
Why not?
I'm not joining your MLM, and I don't need Tupperware.
Not on Ferenginar.
Are you crazy? I'm not gonna
What's
sign
MLM?
Why not?
Multi-layer
My
media.
convention
Multi-level
rate is
marketing.
20 pounds, not overcooked
Why is
steak.
that different
Pyramid
font?
Not on Ferenginar.
Why was that different font?
Two
That's
steak
weird.
and ketchup ones.
I'm not gonna sign this.
Why not?
I have a no Ron Jeremy clause in my contract.
Yeah.
Not on Ferenginar.
Are you crazy?
Does anyone under the age of 30 know Ron Jeremy
You
is?
expect me to be stuck on a cruise ship with 3,000 Star Trek fans for a whole week? In a standard cabin? That's torture.
Not on Ferenginar.
Vote now or forever hold your peace.
Oh, I'm good to go with that one.
Oh, we got Frank back.
Yay,
Does
Frank!
Lita have a good variant other than M&E Dash?
I mean, Mirror Dax is fine for like ship battles if you don't have Ardra. Hey,
Lita,
Frank's back.
she's got a good variant.
Now the party's gonna start. Yeah, we're still here, Cairo. Cairo, you gotta get in on this. Next round.
Welcome back, Frank.
Thank you. I was helping out.
Time's running out.
Notice how Frank comes back just as we talk about the steak and ketchup thing again.
Only monsters use ketchup on food. Monsters and children, which are exclusively sometimes the same.
Yeah, can agree. Nice one, Walt.
Thank you, guys.
Wow, you're just too much.
Yeah. One audience vote for Nifty. Oh, Shy takes the lead.
Grab your martini glass.
Best part is, I wasn't here for that conversation. I took a guess based on the chat comments.
You know the captain.
About this long,
Yes,
this,
Wes.
this.
Long, long ago.
Picture
Jean-Luc
the
Picard.
audio.
You know the captain.
Yes, Wes. Long, long ago.
Show him you're not just a pretty face. Enter your dub.
I apologise now.
Need to step away for a moment.
Not sure anyone will get it. Damn it! Damn it!
Cairo. I like that one.
With a slightly less horrific one.
Here, mine's the one that is a crime against humanity. Is what you're saying.
The one I didn't type was a crime against humanity.
Oh, okay.
I could have got the dream.
Something Catholic Church.
Jean-Luc Picard? You know the captain.
Yes, my mother and Captain Picard had guest spots on Mrs. Columbo together. But their scenes were cut for time.
Yes, Wes. Long, long ago.
Jean-Luc Picard? You know the captain.
Didn't he and my mum knock boots while Dad was off saving the universe?
Yes, Wes. Long, long ago.
Jean-Luc Picard? You know the captain.
He was getting changed once and I saw everything.
Yes, Wes. Long, long ago.
Jean-Luc Picard? You know the captain.
Yeah, I saw him in Dune with a pug.
Yes, Wes. Long, long ago.
Jean-Luc Picard? You know the captain.
He buried my father, weirdly about 9 months before I was born. Oh well.
Yes, Wes. Long, long ago.
Jean-Luc Picard? You know the captain.
Yes, he used to come round every week to tell the same fairy story.
Yes, Wes. Long, long ago.
Which dub did you like best? Vote now!
Yeah, I like that one.
There was something about milking a cow blindfold.
No, yeah, you should have put that in. Vote in chat, here on vote in chat.
I think I'm going for the Dune reference.
I was going for Dune. That was a bizarre moment.
Love that film.
Oh, what, the
I
84
almost
one?
love that film.
Oh gosh, why?
Don't know.
You're almost
I was young.
I like the book. The film's kind of, I mean, the film's very of its time. It's good.
I've not read the book. It's one of my shames.
I've not read it. I listened to it on audiobook on the cheap.
No, damn.
Close enough.
Thank you.
Think of Nifty?
Nifty.
You're a certified dreamboat. Yowza!
Read it, right?
Quite spread out this
I
time.
was going to say, who's going to be? Who we see? Oh, Walt! There you go. What a finale.
You're as fit as a butcher's dog, kid.
I'm gonna
Way
retire
to
now.
go.
Is that a custom
I'm
room
gonna get
code?
up, guys.
It will be. Yeah, cheers for joining us, Walt.
Well,
Thank you.
Cheers.
We'll do one more round. We'll do one more round. I'm going to very quickly go to the toilet.
And make a G&T.
Well, I'd call this
And
one
make a G&T,
success.
yes.
Let's give it up for the winner.
I am an angry motorist. People are dumb.
Right, we'll do new players. I will be back very shortly, and then we'll start a new round. Frank and Cairo, you're getting in this.
Welcome, folks.
While he's gone, let's just go ahead and preview Timeline Talks USA edition. Coming soon. Actually, Timeline Talks The Next Generation.
The Tusa?
Trek Time Next Generation. Something coming soon. Something exciting. More exciting than Big Book ratings.
Track Time TNG.
Who, Nifty Mittens, is your favorite Tier 1 Big Book crew?
I mean, besides Locutus, Tier 1 in our hearts.
Never to be removed from Tier 1. The fact that he is the only launch card that is even remotely useful 7.5 years later.
He's probably the oldest useful card, still relevant card.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
In terms of actually currently Tier 1, because, you know, we haven't corrected the rankings to put Locutus back, I'd say Spock.
Don't give up the behind the scenes. You know.
I mean, we don't do that.
I have nothing to do with the Big Book at all.
Oh, I was referring to we as in those of us that do.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah.
And China Rose says at today's honor pool, I had the chance to complete my Shinzon.
Oh, unlucky Cairo.
Now, who would you have chosen other than Shinzon? Any of the 500 and something legends
Anyone, yeah.
that can pop up. Who popped up that made you go, yes?
I mean, if the other two cards were fully fused, fair enough. Take Shinzon.
Yeah, but could you get a usable dupe out of one of those two?
Wow, probably more usable than
More
Shinzon.
useful than Shinzon?
Yeah.
Hello.
And that's when I said there's absolutely no way that I'm going to take this show.
He's back, he's back.
And I'm joined by my cat as well, who accidentally stood on my power lead the other day, so I just need to prevent that. Right. Yes, hello, cat. Right. Okay, let's start a new round. Oh, gosh, no, get your tail off the freaking control. There we go. Right, who is in for this round? The room code shall be, for those willing to accept it, CGQD. CGQD. There we go. CGQD. Frank is in. I need to pour my tonic into my gin and stroke my cat. Hello, cat.
Hello.
After hours.
It's my regular ISIS here. Look, because she is a black cat of ill repute. Meow.
There we go, full.
Oh, gosh. Oh, we're full. Right, that would be me to start. Sorry, too busy stroking my cat. Right, get off now.
Welcome to What the
You're stroking your cat and you want to get off?
Simple. Each round, a video will play with missing dialogue. Each player enters their video
Sorry, my
question
headphones are...
sub. Players watch the dubs and vote on
There
the
we go,
best
right.
one.
Just give instructions. There we go, there we go. We're in control.
Round one.
If you ask me, and you haven't.
Feelings mutual.
Oh, I have to watch stream. Oops.
You do? Sorry, it's repeating.
If you ask me, and you haven't.
Feelings mutual.
Time to shake the world, kid. Enter your dub.
I mean, I've just been distracted by Nifty's $110 lasagna.
What? Hang on, I'll have a look at that in a minute. Where was it? Where did he post this?
Quite a fancy lasagna.
Where was this? Oh, was this in some boost?
Sub-chat.
Holy shit! That doesn't even look nice.
It really wasn't.
Oh wow!
No, so this was this was sent to us as a gift.
Wow! What, like
we don't even like mushrooms.
Like Uber Eats or something?
Like the hoity-toity version. It's called Gold Belly. You can have food sent from restaurants all over the U.S. Like
wow!
Next day, cold packaged meals sent.
Holy shit! Really?
Here you go. Here's a shit lasagna. Would you like to pay $110?
There we go. Put it on stream.
We didn't, but let's just say that there's a reason the tech industry is having all these layoffs, and it's because they spend that kind of money on gifts for their employees.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Ask me, and you haven't.
I'm pretty sure that you're supposed to know regulations, and I believe you are being a double dumbass right now.
That's a good one.
I think I know who that is.
If you ask me, and you haven't.
Locutus of Borg should be the only tier 1 card in the big book, and everyone else should start at tier 2 and below.
If you ask me, and you haven't.
You should really consider going into space to humble the fuck out of your fat ass.
Feelings mutual.
If you ask me, and you haven't.
It's about time we had our turn for a #1 Voyage variant at the rate they're giving them out at the moment.
True.
If you ask me, and you haven't.
I'm pretty sick and tired of your self-centered bullshit, Bill, and I can't believe they have me in this denim jacket.
I'm pretty sure that's an actual line from the Final Frontier.
You ask me.
What goddamn idea was it to play this game for all these years and even make a talk show for it? I feel like I wasted time with all this.
Did I write this? Did I write that one?
Some good ones this round.
I need to talk about this £110 lasagna because I'm a huge lasagna fan. Is that like feta on top?
It was definitely some form of cheese.
Yeah, it looks like feta or maybe like a slim mozzarella or something.
Okay.
We ended up taking it to a New Year's party that our friends were hosting.
Do you often take food on your travels?
Well, when we wanted to get rid of a giant lasagna that we had no interest in eating because we don't like mushrooms, yeah.
I do love mushrooms. I like mushrooms. Who's the audience that voted for that?
That was me.
That was you. Oh, thank you, Craig.
You're on a roll. Hot points.
Wow. Nifty with the
Okay,
early
I
lead.
tend to go for whichever one can make me instantly laugh.
You look a little sore.
That makes me laugh already.
11 hours.
Yes, I learned a great deal about the concept of antagonism.
It was excruciating. You look a little sore. 11 hours.
Yes, I learned a great deal about the concept of antagonism.
It was excruciating.
No time to waste. Enter your dub now.
Okay. I had to type that like 16 times because my autocorrect was just like, no, you sure you want to spell like this? I'm like, no. Trust me. Trust me. I know how to spell weird words.
But does the app know how to pronounce them?
That's always the fun bit. Ferengi. Turn off autocorrect. No, I need autocorrect. Autocorrect is my friend. Who is Trek Nerd? Who's Trek Nerd? Do we know?
I don't know.
We have an unknown. I love an unknown.
I know Trekkie said they wanted to come back in.
Oh, is it you,
it's
Trekkie?
for life.
Oh, is it you? It is you, Trekkie. Okay, fine. Evans. If you're struggling to think of a quote, just always remember you can take the piss out of us at any time. It's an open invitation.
You look a little sore.
We Captain Picard's rendition of the 1984 cut of Dune.
11 hours.
Yes,
Okay, that one was mine, and I misspelled a word. I missed a word.
Excruciating.
Don't vote for me, please.
I got into what seemed like a harmless conversation on the forum, but it lasted 11 hours.
11 hours.
Oh, they last more than 11
That's
hours.
good, that's good.
It was excruciating. You look a little
It
sore.
always is.
11 hours.
I don't know why that makes me
Great
laugh.
deal about the concept of antagonism.
It was excruciating. You look a little sore.
You know, it's been a long time since and you know, even Klingons need to. Which is violent because, and we can longer because we have two.
11 hours.
Yes, a great
I
deal
like
about
that.
the concept of antagonism.
It was
Maybe it's the beer, but that one kind of
You look a little
went
sore.
over my
I
head.
spent the last 11 hours in Discord discussing site optimizer
Genos, is that you?
11 hours.
Yes, I learned a great deal about the concept of antagonism.
Where is Genos, by the way?
I don't know.
Excruciating.
Preparing himself for timelines talks to the next
We
generation.
made vigorous love, trying every position in the Ryzian Kama Sutra. It went on for hours.
I mean, I'm surprised not more people went for that.
Yes, I learned a great deal about the concept of antagonism.
It was excruciating.
Round's over. Let's vote.
Got my vote. Yeah,
Yeah,
don't
I
vote for
think
one.
I
That
know
was
which one
mine. I
gets
missed a
my
word.
vote. After my first post on the forum in about 2 or 3 years, I know which one gets my vote. Remembering how bad it can get.
Don't go to the forums. It's a
Don't
terrible
go to any
place.
place.
Yeah.
It used to be bad, but it's gotten so bad. And
It is a silly
used to-
place.
I
Especially-
was the shit poster general
vote already.
forums back in the old forums. But, like even I won't go there now.
Ooh. There we go. Hit the
Easy
nerve
win.
there, Evans, didn't you? I like that.
Evans romps into the lead.
You got some points. You got some points. There you go.
Round 3.
Well, O'Brien and I are throwing him a baby shower in a couple of days. I think it would mean a lot to him if you were there.
Are you getting him anything? Count me in.
Aye, sir. Well, O'Brien and I are throwing him a baby shower in a couple of days. I think it would mean a lot to him if you were there.
Are you getting him anything? Count me in.
Aye, sir.
What are you waiting for? Enter your dub.
There seems to be a lot of new clips or clips that I haven't seen.
We have had this one before, but yeah. Hang on. Okay. Boo-doo.
Oh, I think I have another meeting in a few minutes. Damn it.
That's okay. You can be late. You were held up.
True. That's what happens when I live so far in the past compared to the rest of you.
Exactly. Time dilation from that side of the office to the other. You were travelling at sublight speeds. Close to an object of large mass. Cairo.
Dilated Nifty.
No, that's another thing. That's him when he's had a few.
Throwing him a baby shower in a couple of days. I think it would mean a lot to him if you were there.
Are you getting him anything?
Yes, at store.startrektimelines.com. I'm getting him EV suit Boimler.
Oh.
The best value in the game and the best gift anyone has ever fucked.
Count me in.
Well, O'Brien,
Bonus points for
throwing him a baby
accurate
shower in a couple of
spelling.
days. I think it would mean a lot to him if you were there.
Are you getting him anything?
A really sturdy umbrella. Some of those babies can really hurt.
Count me in.
Aye, sir. Well, O'Brien and I are throwing him a baby shower in a couple of days. I think it would mean a lot to him if you were there.
Are you getting him anything?
Hey, Birdie.
Bisexual panic. I was thinking about telling him that I think he's cute.
Count me in.
Aye, sir. Well, O'Brien and I are throwing him a baby shower in a couple of days. I think it would mean a lot to him if you were there.
Are you getting him anything?
I took one of the figurines of O'Brien's Alamo model and thought of sticking it into a piece of cake from Quarks. Miles will think the baby stole it.
Count me in.
Aye, sir. Well, O'Brien and I are throwing him a baby shower in a couple of days. I think it would mean a lot to him if you were there.
Are you getting him anything?
A couple crates of Romulan ale and some Cardassians lube to go along with a rather steamy new Bajoran holodeck program.
Bajoran.
It's all he'll get for a while.
Help me in.
Bajoran.
Well, O'Brien and I are throwing him a baby shower in a couple of days. I think it would mean a lot to him if you were there.
Are you getting him anything?
A musical ensemble. I was hoping you would stand at the front staring at him aggressively playing the triangle whilst I count you in on drums.
Help me in.
Yes. Yes. I like that. That worked. Oh, some good ones there.
it's a strong round.
It is.
Very strong round.
The Badgerans.
The Bajoran. I like
They
Bajoran.
keep badgering me.
Oh,
That's why the Cardassians left. They wouldn't stop badgering them.
I think 6 gets it for the tie-in at the end.
I see Brody here in chat, but which Brody is it? There's a brood of Brody.
There is true.
One of the Brody bunch.
Yes, one of the Brody bunch, yes.
At any time she multiplies and just appears. Takes over a leaderboard.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I thought that was weak, but apparently not.
It works with the count me in.
Nice. Nice. Like the best gift anyone has ever. Fuck.
Character limit, you know.
They eat this?
In great quantities.
What's in that container? They eat this?
In great quantities.
Time to let your ambitions soar. Enter your dub.
What a handsome race.
It works with what's on screen at the moment as well, with the $110 lasagna and the super expensive lamb.
Mm-hmm. Should be like a long, ongoing vote. Which would you eat? I think I'm with the lamb. The lamb's good.
I'll go with the lamb on that one, I think. No lasagna should cost you $110.
No.
I would eat the lasagna just to try $110 lasagna. And I'm sure there's like some black truffle or something on there.
Oh, bye, Nifty.
Oh, bye.
Hey, Nifty.
Yeah, whoops.
He's getting paid right now to be here.
A special musical instrument of Fleetwood Mac, or maybe the band lunch.
They eat this?
In great
Look if they're just standing there.
What's in that container?
All the dilithium Frank has bought over the years.
They eat this?
In great quantities.
What's in that
WRG do.
It appears to be well-done steak covered in ketchup. Poorly cooked at that. Only creatures like these would eat such vile fuck.
They eat this? In great quantities. What's in that
Yes.
All my hopes and dreams of getting 5 more seasons in this show.
They eat this?
In great quantities.
What's in that container?
It's their species babies that are too small to live. About 25,000 of them are produced in a year.
How scientific.
They eat this?
In great quantities.
What's in that container?
Beans on toast, eel pie, spotted dick, mushroom lasagna.
They eat
I think that's nifty, isn't it?
Vote for your favorite dub.
I think Nifty's currently in a meeting.
He's trying not to be.
Yeah.
Ooh, which one do I want to vote for? I'm gonna give her that one.
See, the Fleetwood Mac is a nice little nod to Mick Fleetwood being there.
Beans on toast, eel pie, spotted dick, mushroom lasagna.
See, I want to vote for me and Dilithium, but I'm VIP's hero. I've never fought Dilithium, so.
I think I'm going for Franklin Dilithium on this one.
I think I'm gonna put in my repertoire "eat such vile fuck" more often. Like I've never eaten such vile fuck.
Oh yeah, that was a good one. I forgot about that.
Well done, Evans.
Ooh, Evans takes the lead.
Oh wow, it's a good spread. What a spread. Oh, it's a close one. Evans for alphabetical win.
Next up is the final round.
Here we go.
I want to thank you for your hospitality. I must admit.
I'd never have guessed.
I want to thank you for your hospitality. I must admit.
That's quite a good clip.
I'd never have guessed.
No time to waste. Enter your dub now.
Trekkie, you haven't got there
You're
yet.
laughing already.
Yeah, I am laughing already. Trekkie, you haven't got there yet. That's literally episode 1 of Voyager. Literally. Can't call yourself Trekkie for life if you not watch Caretaker.
Is that episode 1? Really?
That's episode 1, yeah. It's the very first bath that Neelix ever takes.
The Neelix takes, yeah.
And technically the last, because we never see him taking a bath ever again.
Yeah, true.
His whole life, yes. Life is a relative term. Evan's really thinking about securing that that win there.
I want to
threw
thank
on
you
purpose.
for your hospitality.
Or you.
I must admit.
I almost feel like we could fuse together to create an interesting moral conundrum for our captain.
I'd never have guessed.
I want to thank you for your hospitality. I must admit.
I am in a meeting now and missed the clip. I can only judge based on the script.
I
hope
wonder
no one
who
notices.
that could be.
I'd never have guessed.
I want to thank you for your hospitality. I must admit.
Your hands under the bubbles feel just like my Mylian aunt's. She could turn a head or two.
I'd never have guessed.
I want to thank you for your hospitality. I must admit.
I thought giving you the answer to the best Delta Quadrant cuisine would have ruined the game.
I'd never have guessed.
I want to thank you. For
No,
your
I like that.
hospitality.
That's subtle. I like it.
I must admit.
When we were fused together, we had my feet in your Vulcanite dick, if you smell what I'm cooking. And it was rather small. Also fun.
I'd never have guessed.
I want to thank you for your hospitality. I must admit.
This bath is
that a new
so
Apple
soothing,
product?
it is relaxing my inners.
I'd never have guessed.
My Vulcan eye dick. Oh my word. Okay, this is a tough one. Oh. I do appreciate giving you the answer to the best Delta Quadrant cuisine would have ruined the game. I appreciate that, and I would have never have guessed. That is clever. I appreciate clever. Oh.
I had to vote Nifty. Or whomever is.
No, I thought about voting Nifty as a sympathy vote, but I...
Hurry up.
I think we're gonna have to do another round. I'm gonna do one more round after this, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, look at him. Don't stop a good thing.
Oh, no one for my Mylian on. That was good. That was clever. I like clever.
Alright, you might have to explain that one to me.
Because he would have guessed the game, and then Tuvok said, I would never have guessed. He gave him the answers in the game.
Okay.
Never guessed.
So,
I like
yeah,
it. It's clever. It's clever.
With the audio. Yeah.
Well done, Evans. Okay, we're going to do one more. I was going to make this last one, but we have to do one more. Partly because Frank's here now.
Yeah, I might jump back in on this one.
Good looks.
Oh, I'm the creepy Russian kid.
Our winner has it all. Let's give him a hand.
Okay, one more round.
Congratulations, Evans.
Congratulations. Okay.
Time. Everyone had to play
Room code is
HP. Room code.
HF. I'm going to sit out unless there needs to be a room. Unless there needs to be a... Go on, Cranky, get in there. Oh. Frank, was it?
Start in one-player mode with less than 3 players.
No, you're right.
An audience. Ah, okay.
Oh, no, did you just press it go?
Oh, did I?
You just press go.
Sorry.
Don't... Hang on, I'll stop it. Hang on.
Was I first in?
You were first in. Whoever's first in starts the game. Right. Yeah, okay. Start again. IIYK.
IIYK.
Don't just press buttons, you see.
I see buttons, I have to press them.
Okay, Frank, you're the responsible person now.
Never make me the responsible person.
Oh no. Alright, 2 more. 1 more. Go on, Evans, get in there.
Shy's back in.
Shy's in, he's up for...
Nerd, I'm guessing, is Trekkie again.
That's Trekkie, yeah.
Kyra is in.
1 more, anyone? I'm going to give you a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 before I go in. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, I'm in. No, I'm not. That's not a valid room code. Is it IIYD? What is that? Hang on.
IIYK.
Oh, YK, I pressed D. Connecting. There we go, I'm in. Hit it, Frank.
Press button to cancel.
Welcome to What the Dub. The rules are simple. Each round, a video will play with missing dialogue.
Skip instructions.
Yeah, we know. We know what we're doing. We know.
Round 1. What are you waiting for? Enter
It's
your
a shame you
dub.
can't do... Can you do 2 different voices in the same clip?
No, sadly not. Oh, gosh.
I can't find the option to change the voice either.
It's right down the bottom.
you can change the
TTS language, yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't say if it's male or
I can't think of
female.
anything. Oh my god. No, I am actually going to skip this round because I cannot think of anything.
Hustle! Hustle!
Yeah. Sorry, go skip.
I
I
struggled there.
Oh, that was tough.
I'm not sure what the pronunciation will do.
VJ. Destroy. I'm looking for the one they call Inseminator.
That was good with the race, yeah.
You cannot resist us, Mr. Flowers.
Yeah, I like that.
My oath of celibacy is on record, Captain. Would you like to evaluate if it is a typographical error in the processor? Wink, wink. Nudge, nudge. Go this way to the web store and buy stuff or the game will shut down.
Everyone's a critic, including you. Time to vote.
VJ. Yeah, there's definitely a he touched my VJ joke in there somewhere.
I can. Oh, did you not submit one, Idol?
I couldn't think. I try. I can think of a few now, but at the time, no. I need to rewatch Austin Powers.
Normally, it doesn't give you the option to vote your own, but it's bringing up my own as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Weird. So you're voting for your own, are you?
Oh, hold on. I fucked up. I voted in chat rather than voting on the game.
You twat.
You're
Oh,
as
there
fit
it
as
is.
a butcher's dog, kid. Way to go.
Go for the low-hanging fruit. You know your audience, Cairo. You know your audience.
Round 2.
The jig is up, Your Majesty.
Captain Proton.
At your service. The jig is up, Your Majesty.
Captain Proton.
At your service.
Time to shake the world, kid. Enter your dub.
Come on, I need to edit halfway through a sentence. No! Okay. Ba-ba-ba-ba-da-ba-da. Cairo's in. Shy is in. Shy, you still need to tell everyone of your news. I know you've put it on Facebook.
Yeah, some of us don't have Facebook, so I'm gonna make up my own news.
Yeah, you do it. You tell us what Shy's done.
And ladies and gentlemen, it is my esteemed pleasure and honor to break the news right here, globally, worldwide, that our own Shyborn has been cast in the remake of Twins. He will be playing the part of Danny.
Cranky.
Huge win.
Cranky. Go.
Oh no.
The jig is up, Your Majesty.
HR decided I was too positive for our demographic. It's Captain Neutron now, biatch.
At your service. The jig is up, Your Majesty.
Captain Proton.
I'm doing a podcast and will review all episodes, even yours. Oh, and my sidekick Buster will do all that with me.
At your service. The jig is up, Your Majesty.
Captain Proton.
I am here for Buster Kincaid as he will never get promoted, for I am Captain Proton.
At your service. The jig is up, Your Majesty.
Captain Proton.
Actually, the name is Captain Inseminator, first of my name, ruler of the holodeck, eater of well-done steaks, consumer of ketchup and fuck.
At your service. The jig is up, Your Majesty.
Captain Proton.
Defender of the universe, champion of goodness, and the most interesting my character will be in 7 seasons.
At your service.
What did you think was the best? Vote!
Ooh.
I'm gonna go for the continuation of the insemination.
Yeah, all it was missing was 2 dongs and 15 varieties of tomato soup.
yeah.
Had we started the shy joke 30 seconds earlier, we could have made it. No, actually, my name is Shy.
I didn't make it. Enter didn't work.
Oh no!
I ended up adding number 4s to my comment and then not actually submitting it.
Wow.
You have a gift.
It's the and fuck.
It's the and fuck, yeah.
Oh, thank you, Frank.
The trick is making sure you run out of space right there at the end.
Break a leg, kid. Here comes the next round.
Counselor.
On this ship, anything's possible.
Counselor.
On this ship, anything's possible.
Give it your best shot and enter your dub.
I don't know why my brain went that way, but it did. Oh wow, we just went over 3 hours. It's a 3-hour stream. There you go.
Yeah, it's not helped my spelling.
No, that makes it better. I finished my gin. I'm tempted to get another one, but I shall not.
Okay.
Oh, up to you, Cranky. Cranky, hit enter. There it is.
Counselor.
Do you think that in another 7 years we will still talk about this game in the web shop and how Shinzen sucks?
Ship, anything's possible.
Counselor.
Have you ever danced with the devil in the pale moonlight and fuck?
Have you ever danced?
Danced.
Counselor.
Do you think they'll let me direct again after I just spent $58 million on a 2-part episode?
Counselor.
I love you, Denna.
Denna.
And fuck.
Denna.
Counselor.
Should we get married now, or do you want to run off with a Klingon for double the fun for a while first?
I like that's a subtle two dongs joke.
Counselor.
I'm thinking of letting my hair go gray, to look like Captain Pike so I can be a daddy. Would you pretend to like my spaghetti?
If Ortho was here, I'd say that was awesome.
Ooh,
I
let's
love
have
you,
a look.
Jenna.
I like to think the two and fucks are not Frank this time.
Yeah.
There you go, that one.
I think number 1 is Frank. Shins on sucks.
No, no. I think Frank's the shins on apologist.
Oh, I need to vote.
You
to vote.
do? You should vote.
Shit.
Quick.
Okay, we'll go with that. I just clicked one. I didn't actually get a chance to read them in time.
This top dog
Nice.
is to the jive. Look at him go.
Nice. Oh, there's Frank's. Denna. Fucking Denna.
Round 4.
Beverly, what the hell is this?
Oh.
Belay that order.
Aye, sir.
Oh. It's hard not to do a spoiler on this.
Beverly, what the hell is this?
Energize.
Belay that order.
Aye, sir.
Time to let your ambitions soar. Enter your dub.
Okay, I'm going to veer away from the spoiler.
God, it's such low-hanging fruit.
That's the best fruit. The best fruit is the one you can pick. It's not going to move in points, but it is funny. Beverly, what the hell is this? I like Evans. Okay, that would be the winning one. I like yours. Cranky, do you want to copy Evans?
Oh, the one that I've written is actually quite close to it.
Oh, okay.
We're almost out of time.
Oh, no, it's not. No.
You gotta press enter, Cranky. Did you not press enter?
No. Oh, no. I fucked it.
I read my grandmother's journals, and I got to know a Scottish candle ghost.
7
And
seconds left.
What?
Belay that order. Aye, sir. Beverly, what the hell is this?
it's spoilers for seasons 1 and 2 of Picard. When I say energize, your show is going to suck so bad not even a secret bastard kid will save it.
Belay that order. Aye, sir. Beverly,
what the hell is this?
I've
It's
veered away from the
3,000 words
spoilers.
on how Worf's twin dongs are the best tool for stirring 12 varieties of tomato soup.
Energize.
Belay that order. Aye, sir. Beverly, what the hell is this?
It's a requisition for 3 tons of candle wax in a match.
I like that.
Beverly, what the hell is this?
It's a complication of all the Trek times what the dubs focusing on all their and fucks. Dot and fuck.
Dot and fuck. That's good. That's good.
Time to vote.
Oh, I like that one. A complication. Yeah, what happened to your phone? Did you just not hit enter?
No, there was one word I couldn't think of, and I was watching the TV. The timer said 7 seconds, but that's delayed.
The TV.
Oh, well, yeah, I've got it playing on my Xbox.
Did you tune it in with your aerial?
Yes.
You're almost out of time.
I think that's me down and out for this game.
Yeah, we'll stop out of this. One more round.
Famous last words.
That was a very good one. That was good.
Yeah.
Yowza.
Oh wow, rocketed up to first place.
Oh, I'm still not last.
Grab your martini glass.
No, I don't. That's about it.
Yes.
Good evening, sir.
What the shy?
Lieutenant. Yes, sir. I volunteer to stay at the con.
Yeah. Glad we got one more shy one in there.
Yeah.
Good evening, sir. Lieutenant. Yes, sir. I volunteer to stay at the con.
Enter your dub.
I can't think of anything. Why am I blanking?
I'm just throwing something in to make sure I don't fuck it up again.
Ah! Sorry.
About 30 seconds.
I'm going to throw it. I can't think. I got the start of it, but I can't think of the end of it. No. I know I made this clip. I make the clips. I don't think of the answers. I'm going to throw it. Oh, my brain's too gin-induced.
Good evening, sir. Lieutenant.
I thought you were serving behind the bar on the other show, but here, I find you on the con?
Yes, sir. I volunteer to stay at the con.
That's good. That's good.
Good evening, sir.
Good throwback to his
Lieutenant.
You know Grant Imahara is Sulu on the other Star Trek fan series?
Yes, sir. I volunteer to stay at the con.
I've got to be shy.
Good evening, sir.
Lieutenant.
Trek Time's promise is to always be on watch. I missed the clip entirely, so.
Yes, sir. I volunteer to stay at the con. Good evening, sir.
Lieutenant.
Most people here look like fakes, but you feel a bit more familiar. Are you?
Yes, sir. I volunteer to stay at the con.
That works.
Good evening, sir.
Lieutenant.
Lieutenant Sulu, you are being very shy. Are you going to say fuck or stay at the con and keep her secret? You know, the secret role you just got.
Yes, sir. I volunteer to stay at the con.
I very nearly went for a shy pun. Sort of along a similar sort of line.
I can't remember what I started with. I started with something like... No, I can't remember. I like that one. I like that one. No, I can't remember what I started with. I couldn't... Yeah. Why is lasagna still on the screen? Because it's a $1,100 mushroom lasagna. It needs more time other than the 10 minutes it took Nifty to eat it. Or not eat it, in this case.
And it's given a couple of answers.
Just vote already.
Yeah.
It's a co-host.
yeah, that was definitely shy.
Wow.
Yeah, there it is.
Too much.
That's Cranky taking it away.
And here's our winner.
Oh!
Shy gets the win.
Wow, I thought Cranky had that.
Wow.
Wow. Thank you very much, everyone, for joining us this week.
Good fun.
Great sub talk.
Looks like we've reached the end of the proverbial road. Let's take a look at the score.
Take the score. Man at the party, Cranky. Man at the party. Me, the booger kid, in 500 points at last. Anyway, thank you very much for joining us. Let me stop streaming there and adjust. Let's get rid of the mushrooms and the lamb. And, thank you very much. And as always, thanks, guys, for being our subscribers. And this is, a big thanks for me for subscribing and helping contribute to charity. And thanks for everyone for joining us. And glad you could join us this week. We've got some exciting stuff coming up. And yeah, we've got some good stuff coming up. There's a few changes coming, and there's a few different things coming. And as always, just keep watching. We're going to have some interesting things happening. There it is. Cranky took your leave of Sea of Thieves to come and do a mariachi. We'll be back on... We will be back on Saturday for the Butter Zone, but it will be the Butter Zone featuring myself on my own. I believe everyone is unavoidably busy. So if for those that missed our King of the Castle stream a few days back, we may do some more King of the Castle. Very fun. Chat can get very much involved in that. Come and join us on Saturday. It's a great amount of fun. From myself, from everyone here, thank you very much, and we will see you soon. Check out our Twitter for all that kind of stuff. Check out the Discord. We have news about the charity stream. We've got Bonnie Gordon and Aaron Waltke coming on for an interview. We've got Bill Krause and Thomas Marone talking starships, as well as Sean P. Torongo, designers of starships all along Star Trek alums. We've got lots of other things, including more What the Dub happening. We've got a roundtable discussion with other Star Trek podcasts such as Strange New Pod and the Duras Sisters. Lots happening, so please, keep an eye on everything. And guys, thank you very much. Frank, Cranky, thank you for joining us. Nifty and Auto and Walt as well. we will see you very soon. Thank you very much. Ta-ra. Oh, we need to, of course, say a thank you to Kate Colombo, who's going to take us out. Ta-ra.
The handle's Kate Colombo. That's a big 10-4.